What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I am Alex, and here we are for the Ubisoft Forward event. Thank you all for being here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Long time no see, right? Because we just did this yesterday. I do think this event is going to be a whole lot better than yesterday's event. But as we always do, we are here to talk, to do our last-second predictions, and anything like that. Read your comments, and then at the top of the hour, of course, literally the next hour, 1 hour before, we will watch the Ubisoft Forward event together, and we will go from there. So how's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I know people had told me, and I'm going to do this. I know people had told me, maybe you should do, a countdown timer to the event. I looked up how to do it yesterday, actually, in my car. So for the next event, whatever the next, live stream event is, I will have a countdown. So you'll be able to look probably at the bottom of the screen, and there'll be a countdown to the event. So that should make it a lot easier for people that kind of come in and don't know, what's happening. But yeah, so welcome in, welcome in. We can talk about the Disney Marvel stuff, or the D23 stuff, of course. Obviously, they had the Marvel Games thing. They had the live action stuff yesterday. I didn't look. I didn't look at all. I've been off of Twitter entirely, literally, because I went shopping, and I haven't seen. I literally turned on the computer, and I went live. I see that an Iron Man game is in development by the makers of Dead Space. That's pretty interesting. I'll probably do a video on that. And, yeah, so I don't know anything that happened today. I'm seeing Moff Gideon is in Mandalorian Season 3. I watched Cobra Kai last night. We watched the entire season all in one go. So, hello. In terms of what I'm looking forward to here, it's got to be mainly Assassin's Creed stuff, right? I have said I'm still in Skull and Bones' camp, even if I shouldn't be. And, yeah, I want to, I guess, one more time. This is the one last time line from Uncharted. Let's see Skull and Bones one last time, and then let's see what they can do with it. I'm hoping for one of two maybe one of three if you throw in, the Prince of Persia remake, Splinter Cell's remake, and Beyond Good and Evil 2. If we got one of those three, I'd be pretty happy. If we got one of those three, and then we got pretty much all Assassin's Creed, and then Skull and Bones, and then maybe Mario Rabbids. I guess they could also do, I just had a game in my head. What was the game that I just forgot about? Avatar? I mean, could they do Avatar here? Never knew what you looked like until now. Well, now you do. And yeah, see, Splinter Cell. I think Splinter Cell is honestly possible. Rayman, of course, would be one of those big surprises. That would be pretty cool. I'll be back when the event starts. No worries. Makers of Dead Space, yeah. Makers of the Dead Space remake. Cobra Kai was incredible. It was. Cobra Kai, if you have not watched Cobra Kai and you were the least bit interested in karate, I'm massively interested in karate. Cobra Kai is such a good show. Yeah. Multiple Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, so Mirage is the one, obviously, that I think is going to get the most time. But if we get anything on the Japan one or anything else, the Witch Hunt era one, that'd be pretty cool. Assassin's Creed 1's remake, I'd really like to see that be announced here officially. So I really hope that's there. I would assume that they would announce it with Mirage. So I'm hoping for it. I'm definitely hoping for it. Yeah, apparently we're getting an Iron Man game from EA. Was there anything big from, if they show Splinter Cell in addition to Assassin's Creed, then it's a 10 out of 10. Rayman 1 remake. Guessing it starts in 30 minutes. 60. Well, I guess 57 minutes. Yeah, well, it looks like the Dead Space, I'm literally catching up. I'm literally catching up to, right now. Lightsaber battles in Ahsoka are amazing, is what Dave Filoni says. I'll have to look up what happened in the world of, I guess, Star Wars and everything else afterwards. Obviously, the Iron Man thing is pretty gigantic that I guess I'd have to cover in some way or another, right? It doesn't look like there was all that much. Was it just all Star Wars stuff today? I don't know. I'm excited for Ahsoka. I'm also excited. Oh, yeah. Ahsoka looks pretty sweet. But I'm also very excited for this Ubisoft event. The thing we're here talking about. No, I think, obviously Ubisoft doesn't get the best reputation or doesn't have the best reputation, and that's kind of deserved. But, I mean, ultimately, to be honest with you, it's the same kind of thing. It's bigger scale, right, than like the J.K. Rowling thing with Hogwarts Legacy. It's like because you'll have the people saying that you support the toxic behavior of Ubisoft, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, again, it's your money. You know what I mean? It's however you want to spend your money. And there are thousands upon thousands of employees that work at Ubisoft. So when you're buying a Ubisoft game, yeah, you are supporting the higher ups, but you're also like making the lower end people like have jobs, and they have a lot of jobs. Mandalorian Season 3 is February 2023. Fascinating. How are things going? Good. It's been a busy 24 hours. We obviously did the Disney Marvel. I did the Disney Marvel showcase, made a video, went to pick up my daughter from school, went to her dentist appointment, came home, and then we watched pretty much from like 7 o'clock to like 1:15 in the morning. I watched all of Cobra Kai, and then woke up, and then went grocery shopping, a big grocery shopping day, put everything away, cleaned up, and started live streaming. That was my last 24-ish hours. So I've been busy. And obviously I'll pick some of the stuff that happens today, make videos on it. Obviously the Iron Man thing I'll probably do a video on maybe for tomorrow. So yeah, the work is not done. I think my wife is going to decorate for Halloween today or tomorrow or both. So probably today if we're being realistic. It's quite early to decorate for Halloween, but it is what it is. What's up, Alex? Sadly, there are no rumors today. Well, not Deku. You correctly predicted was it the Mickey thing? You correctly predicted it. So what's your bold prediction for Ubisoft? Ubisoft is making a Star Wars game, so that would be something that I would like to see here. I couldn't get excited for season 5 since it's so soon after season 4. Season 5 has some pretty weak moments in the entire series. Has some of the weaker moments in the whole series, but it also has easily the best parts of the show. The entire Cobra Kai season 5 has the best of it. No need for speed in 2022. Yeah, it certainly seems like that was delayed. Hi, Alex. I was at your stream for the atrocious show yesterday. I was the person with the surgery. I'm doing okay. Oh, good. Did you ever say what the surgery was? You said it was minor. You don't have to say it if you don't want to. 57 minutes. Yep, 53 minutes now. That's how far behind I am. Hopefully they bring up a better Ubisoft. I mean, like the petitions and the whole hashtag be better or whatever. I mean, ultimately, it's all just clout, online clout. You need to see action. I don't care if Ubisoft comes out there and says, we have exterminated, we brought in the exterminators, we're going to clean up the, toxic behavior in our company. It's like, you could say it all you want. I don't really care. It's all talk. Just do it. Actions speak louder than words. So when you have people not talking about how bad Ubisoft is, like former employees, then you know the problem is fixed. You don't need to make it a internet sensation. But of course they will, because everybody does. Everybody does. That Disney Marvel game showcase was a bad idea. It really was. Glad I had drinks yesterday. Heard the show was terrible. Yeah, it was really bad. Leave JK out of this. I'm bringing it up. I don't care what you think about I don't care if you support JK Rowling. That's fine. You literally care less. I'm just saying it's kind of the same thing, where it's like, well, you're supporting this, but it's like, no, in reality, you're supporting the workers of Avalanche making Hogwarts Legacy. Ubisoft, if you're buying Assassin's Creed, are you supporting like the behavior of Ubisoft? Yeah, kinda. But at the end of the day, well, you don't have to buy the game, or you can buy the game if you like the product. That's it. You know what I mean? So, are you gonna get NHL 23? I will eventually get it, but not at launch. Not at launch. After last game's show with Disney, I have super low expectations. Yeah, I think Ubisoft. Well, remember. People saw this Assassin's Creed part of it. So Ubisoft Forward is going to be a lot of Assassin's Creed and then other stuff. people have already seen the Assassin's Creed stuff. Now, two things to keep in mind with that. Number one, people that saw it said it was like incredible, like really, really good. The flip side of that is they all saw it early. So what does that tell you about them? Now, it's not like they sold their soul or anything like that, but these are, what would you call them? Influencers, which, Ubisoft is more friendly with. So you could argue, if they said that the show was awful, that there was bad stuff shown for Assassin's Creed, would they ever be invited back to a Ubisoft thing? At the same time, I understand it because I haven't ever gotten to do something like that, but I have gotten like early codes and stuff like that. There's a sense of you that maybe wants to give them the benefit of the doubt because they're nice to you, but there's also the sense where it's like you have to just stand on your morals and say what you want to say. So I guess what I'm trying to say, the Assassin's Creed part alone should be really good. It should be really good, unless the people that were saying all that stuff are, they're kind of paid off or what. I mean, not really paid off, but you know what I mean? How old is your daughter? 8.5. Ubisoft can regain its old reputation by new Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell. Yeah, they can win people back with if Assassin's Creed Mirage is a lot like 1 mixed with Origins, they'll win a lot of people back. And Splinter Cell, doing a remake of Splinter Cell 1, I think should work. Is anybody ready for Halloween Ends? I'm going to watch it at home the night it comes out. So that should be fun. I'm not like hoping for it to be good because I don't think it will be. I'm not high on the Halloween trilogy, this trilogy. Cute dog passing by. Yeah, that was probably Luna, our little Westie. Hey Alex, how you doing? Are you excited? I am. Cute dog, thank you. I've never seen a Star Wars film. My God, that's interesting. Do we think we're going to see some Splinter Cell remake? I think they could show a teaser because, the thing with Splinter Cell, right, is that it's announced. It is announced, but I really don't think most people even know that it exists. But it is real. Like, they are making it. And that's because it was kind of a smaller announcement thing on Twitter. So to have, like, a teaser trailer for it would be cool. Let me just quickly ask, this would be a good time to insert this. If you guys haven't hit the like button, drop a like. That definitely helps these videos out. Of course, I like to harp on my Twitter account, Podcast Now 15. Links in the description. My second channel, Podcast Now Plus. Links in the description. So if you guys want to check those out, I'd much appreciate it. But just leave a like. That definitely would help the video out now and later. And yeah, there's your intermission. There's your ad, your middle of the show ad. My Jeff Keighley moment. All the new Need for Speed movies till 15th movie did get pushed back. What? Is there any news on Hogwarts Legacy? No. Other than the cover, the what's it called? The official game guide for Hogwarts Legacy. It got a new cover. I made a video on the second channel actually on that. That's the only new thing. And the robe thing they tweeted on Thursday. But yeah. Do you think we'll see Prince of Persia remake? It's definitely possible. If you like karate stuff, watch some tokusatsu stuff. Is that how you say it? Is that an anime? I like Demon Slayer. Just came to see you. Send love to, because it's 12 a.m. here. I'm going to go to bed. Oh, well, thank you, good sir. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I don't, sleeping through this I don't think is the, worst thing to do. I did not do the online sorting for Hogwarts, but I am going to make it either into a video or a live stream where I do the Hogwarts sorting thing. So for those that have been which people have asked, which I appreciate, you care, I'm going to do a special thing for that. Looking good with good look with the beard. Thank you. It was for my heart. I have a stint in. They were basically doing research to see what was going on in my body. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad it was still okay. That's good. The showcase sucked. I don't think anybody liked the show. I mean, there was a couple people saying like it wasn't atrocious. I would say it was like atrociously bad. Like it was awful. Yesterday's show. The Amy Hennig game. She did interviews afterwards, like I predicted. She did interviews, and she did talk about how it's going to be kind of like industry leading in terms of visuals. It's a lot like her past games, meaning Uncharted. So that is I'm very happy about that. You know, like I've said, you could say, like, does she always fall back to that Uncharted vibe? And I don't really necessarily think there's anything wrong with that. If you have something you're really good at and you're able to do it in other mediums, why not continue it? So that EA Star Wars game she was gonna make with when it was gonna be Nolan North as the bounty hunter, he was gonna be a very Nathan Drake-like character. It was gonna be a trilogy. So, you know, she likes what she does. She likes that kind of style, and that's the style. So, you know, I could imagine them being very buddy-buddy, specifically Cap and Black Panther, but also the other two. And there'll be emotion. There'll be really cool set-piece moments. I mean, it's going to be like Uncharted with these characters, which, I mean, is what I've been saying. You know, I'm in for that. The yesterday's show was pretty bad. Yeah, the mobile games. Will we get more news on Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, I mean, the game comes out in 5 months, so we'll definitely get news. When they showed the Avatar game during the Disney event, did anyone think that they looked visually washed? Yeah, it didn't look very good. It didn't look very good. So I think, but it was delayed, and it was kind of delayed indefinitely. So we'll see if it shows up here. Do you think we'll see the Prince of Persia remake? I think it's, like I said, Prince of Persia remake, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and Splinter Cell. I think we'll get at least one of those three, or I would like one of those three. I do think the remake of Assassin's Creed 1. Although, did you guys see the thing on Twitter? Well, it was captured on Twitter, but it was actually on YouTube. Somebody, I think, in the trailer for Assassin's Creed, the 15 years, somebody in the trailer wrote, like, Assassin's Creed 1 remaster when or please or something, and then Assassin's Creed replied with, like the sand timer of, like, waiting, like, loading, kind of. So... But they said remaster. So is it going to be Assassin's Creed 1 remaster, or is it going to be a remake? I don't know. Do you like rap? No, I do not. Hello, Mark. Unrelated topic, but do you think a Silent Hill 2 remake or Metal Gear Solid remake will be announced at that Konami event? God, I hope so. God, I hope so. I think one, I mean, they're both real, right? So... we have to event. That's the thing with, like, these Silent Hill rumors, is they are all real, but they still haven't announced them yet. So, like, can we get the announcement? That's something we're waiting for. I'm skipping on Modern Warfare 2. Doesn't look good in my opinion. Yeah, I've been off the Call of Duty wagon for like probably 8 or so years. It's been a while. 97 people in here, and there's only 47 likes. What is this? Go hit the like button, y'all. Thank you, Janessa. Thank you. Hit the like button. Infinity news today, yes. The Japan game and the, well, it's a Hexa. That's how you say it, but that's the medieval witch hunt one. So I think we'll get both of those. What can we expect from the event? Assassin's Creed, mostly Assassin's Creed. Skull and Bones. Those two things are confirmed, like we know that. And then I think, I do think we'll get Mario Rabbids because that comes out in a month, October 20th, I think. So I think we'll get something from that. Somebody said Just Dance. Do they still do that yearly, or is it not yearly? Because that could be something. Is Ubisoft done with the last generation? They could. They could be. How I see it with products, I buy stuff with my own monies, love to it, and intentions. I mean, why buy if you don't like it? Buy. Whoa. That was a weird paragraph, but I think the sentiment is you just buy what you want to buy. You buy what you like, which is definitely true. Definitely true. Do you think they might mention Prince of Persia remake? Yes. I'm kind of disappointed about the setting of Mirage. I was hoping for Aztec Empire, feudal Japan, World War II setting. Well, feudal Japan is the one after that, so we will get Japan. And I don't know if we'll ever get World War II, to be honest with you, but we could. Thank you for replying. Hope you remember me. I do. I do recognize your profile picture and the name. Just a little longer till Gotham Knights. Oh, yes. It's going to be fun. What's up, Alex? Hope the family is good. If you could pick one game to play tonight, would it be God of War, Ragnarok, or Hogwarts? Oh, man. Oh, shoot. I think it'd have to be Hogwarts, but it's so close. Like, God of War is not as far behind as people may think for me. God of War is one of my favorite franchises of all time. So, and I just replayed 3. So, yeah. Yeah. That would be a really tough. I mean, could I steal the other one if they both existed? You should do your wand, too. Yeah, I'm going to do the whole like thing for the Hogwarts thing. I'll show what I get sorted in and the want. Like I'm gonna do all 3 of them. The unannounced Star Wars game, yeah. I hope we see the Star Wars game because they've been working on it for a while, and I don't think it would be all that far out. I imagine Ubisoft Star Wars game is probably only like a year and a half away. So yeah. Need for Speed movies. Oh, well, I mean the games are what I care about. Amy is largely overrated in my opinion. I don't think so. Well, I mean it's your opinion. That's fine. I definitely don't agree. I think I think it depends on what you think of Uncharted, right? Like Uncharted is my favorite franchise, so I have a biasness towards Uncharted. But the soul of what Uncharted is, like the comedic Indiana Jones actiony, but it also has some heart, right? Like that tone is hers. That's why it feels like that, is because that's what she does. So I'm not saying she wrote every line, she didn't animate everything, she didn't come up with every single idea, but what makes Uncharted came from Amy Hennig. But that's okay. Like if you don't like Uncharted, or you don't think Uncharted is as good as I do, I can see why you would think that. I just don't agree. Hello, Sam. We need Rayman. We do. We need, yeah. Whatever happened to Beyond Good and Evil 2? It's still coming out. I agree. Too many Assassin's Creed. It's boring. We need man. People really want Rayman Rise Up. You think they will release current gen for Hogwarts Legacy early like Suns? No, Suns I think it's like reversed for Midnight Suns. I think the last gen PS4, Xbox One was holding the game back, so they decided to ditch it. Whereas Hogwarts, I just don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to get rid of the last gen, and they're just going to release it all at the same time. So, yeah. Why is your gaming setup in your living room? I don't have anywhere else to do it. We live in a condo, and it's a pretty good size condo, but it's not that big. I mean, it's big, but it's not like a house. So, if I had a house, I'd have my own office room, but I don't. So, but if you mean like for the PlayStation, Xbox, then yeah, like for the TV, like that's where we play. It makes sense. Sorry to bother you by asking what's the time now. Still 40 minutes? 40 minutes? Figure Beyond Good and Evil would be more RPG. Yeah, I think like quest-like things. They're milking Assassin's Creed way more than their mascot. Well, but to be fair, like this is going to be mainly the end of the Assassin's Creed show. I get that. But they have toned it down. Remember, they released in a row every year for like 7-8 years, and then they stopped doing that. So there's arguably less Assassin's Creed now than there was, 8 years ago. Ubisoft deserves to get pirated because I don't get it. You support abusers, and it's disgusting. Well, again, let me ask you a question. Do you know where do you have an iPhone or an Android or any kind of phone? Do you know where phones come from, like the history? Do you know where anything that you're using around? See, people get very petty, in my opinion, when they don't act like I am fine with anybody's stance on, well, I'm going to boycott this thing or boycott that thing. As long as you know that you're being very specific and you're being very, you're actually ignoring like general things. Does that make sense? Even me, when I say like I'm not going to support Disney in some ways, but I'll support them in others, or I'm not going to support Warner Bros. Like with the DC stuff because of Ezra and Amber and Johnny Depp, or Disney with Pirates, I have to know that I'm being very specific because I'm also being a hypocrite in a lot of other ways. As long as you know that, because again, supporting abusers and stuff, the people making Assassin's Creed on the ground level, they're not abusing anybody. Also, look around your room right now. I guarantee you child labor was used at some point. And so unless you're going to throw out most things you own, then I don't want to really hear, this whole progressive kind of stuff. So that's my opinion on it. As long as you're not like going to the store, you see somebody beat somebody else up and you're like actively rooting for that person, then I really don't think, again, people make it a big deal. People get very specific on things that they say, oh, you're supporting this. And again, as long as you know you're being a hypocrite, including myself, because I'm being a hypocrite too, as long as you know that, that's fine. But again, look around your room because Or look at your phone. Throw your phone out then. How are you feeling about the event? Optimistic or unsure? Pretty optimistic. Pretty optimistic, to be honest with you. Do you like the way previous Assassin's Creeds from Origins to Valhalla? I loved Origins. I really did because I just played it. Valhalla and Odyssey, I watched my wife play a lot of it, and I honestly don't mind them. But I do miss the old Assassin's Creed. I do miss them. So I would like them back. Yeah. I'm going to replay Black Flag. Actually, that's the next game I'm going to kind of go back into and play. Ghost of Tsushima is better than any possible Japanese Assassin's Creed. That's probably true. That's probably true. Who said the Avatar trailer looked washed? Well, I was thinking that there's definitely been a graphical downgrade since they showed it last. Yeah. I think it'll probably bounce back. Like, the next time you fully see Avatar, it'll probably look better, and then it'll look, in its final version. Do you know if Gotham Knights, the Batman is confirmed? Well, he's confirmed dead, but that doesn't mean he is dead. Would you play a reboot of Uncharted? No, I don't think I would. If they rebooted it, if there was a new Uncharted, it wasn't called Uncharted 5, but it was with his daughter, I'd play that and I'd be fine with it. If they reboot it and say, like, we're kind of erasing Nathan Drake, I'd be very upset, and I don't think I'd support that. Do you believe we're going to see new Lego Marvel game? Not here. Not here. Rank the Uncharteds, including Lost Legacy and Golden Abyss. Okay. 4, 3, 2, Lost Legacy, Golden Abyss, 1. I think they get better, except for Lost Legacy. I mean, I like Lost Legacy, but I don't think it's better than 2. Do you think Nolan North will be in Captain America and Black Panther game? I would be shocked if he wasn't in that game. Yeah, he could voice Cap. I don't know if he'd voice Cap. I don't know if I could. Yeah, with Nathan Drake. With Nolan North, could I hear him as a Captain America? I think Amy will have him be in the game. Jeff Grubb has reported that EA Motive is working on the Iron Man game. Yeah, I said that in the beginning. That's very exciting. You think the Captain America and Black Panther game will be like Gotham Knights with 4 different characters, and they did say there's no co-op. I think you play as all 4 of them. I believe the description for it is that you play as all 4 of them in different points of the story. So maybe like the first 3 hours you're as Cap, and then the story hands it over to Black Panther, and you play as him. So like that. So it's just 4 characters that you'll play as the story goes, which is cool. Ubisoft is confirmed to be. It's like The Division, but with Hogwarts. it's like I think I read somebody else say Hogwarts. It's with the Division's team, and so it'll probably be like that. What house are you gonna pick for Hogwarts Legacy? Gryffindor. Well, I'm gonna play as all 4, but Gryffindor will be my first playthrough, and then Slytherin. Also, love your channel, bro. Keep it up. Thanks, buddy. What's your favorite Assassin's Creed game? I go back and forth between Brotherhood and 2. When's the event start? Top of the hour. What's up? I'm going to put the timer. I'm going to put the countdown, but I'm going to do it as we get closer. What's up? I just got finished watching a trailer for both. Oh, my God. Tales of the Jedi and Mando Season 3. Oh, did the Mandalorian trailer drop? That's sweet. Let me look. Live performance of Roger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is the trailer for it. Oh, Indiana Jones 5. Oh, God. Let's see. Anything else big that happened? Next up is Marvel. Why did Ubisoft decide to go at the same time as this? The pre-show starts in 15 minutes, includes updates from some of their live games. All right, we're not going to watch the pre-show. Is that okay? I mean, you guys can. I just won't. Maybe I'll pull it up, and if something big happens, I can have it. But I don't think I'm going to watch. So that means the Fantastic Four casting most likely is going to drop in the next, like, half an hour when people are getting ready for the Ubisoft thing. We can't enjoy anything if you think like exactly. That's the point. Is that people that want to make things very people that want to like stand up on Twitter because they think it's cool. If you actually think all the way, if you follow them through it and you catch them, then yeah, you can't enjoy anything. Throw out your computer monitor, throw out your TV, throw out your console, throw out your bed, throw out your food, like throw out everything, because if you really believe in, I mean, again, like I'm not saying those things don't happen. There is bad stuff that happens inside of Ubisoft, but if you're going to play that game, just know you're being very specific. You're only focusing on that, because if you focus on everything else, you'd have a hard time keeping up that thing. As long as you know, like again, like I'm not going to support Pirates of the Caribbean because of Johnny Depp. I've chosen that as like my anchor. I've chosen Ezra Miller. I will not support that, or Amber Heard. I will not support that. But like, yeah, I'm being a hypocrite because am I going to buy the games from Warner Bros? Yeah, I will. So I know that though. I'm aware, and I've said it out loud. So you can call me on it, but it's like I'm aware of it. A lot of these people aren't aware. They're too in their own head. I heard that Mirage is going to Game Pass. I think they're going to announce the other, whatever Assassin's Creed games are not on Game Pass, which I think is just Odyssey, Valhalla, and the Rogue Remaster. I think or if there is a Rogue Remaster, maybe it's just Rogue in general. I think those are going to Game Pass. I'm pretty sure I saw yesterday Odyssey and Valhalla are going to be added to Game Pass, which is super cool because when I want to go on my trip down memory lane and replay certain Assassin's Creed games, which I do, a lot of them are on Game Pass, and a lot of them, not all of them, they're also on PlayStation for PlayStation Plus. So, yeah. What do you think about the new Saints Row? I don't mind it. It's pretty fun. Well, I'm sorry to say this, Jacob. I respect that. I've said it before. I've said it on Twitter. I respect people who like it. I think it's awful. I think the Saints Row game is awful. Absolutely awful. Any Rainbow Six stuff? Yeah, actually, probably in 15 minutes. They'll probably show it for their pre-show. Let me get it pulled up. Black Panther footage. I really think whoever planned this Ubisoft event, if they planned it knowing about the Marvel thing or D23, they should be fired. They should be fired. I don't know how many people are into. What do I want to watch it from? I guess I'll watch it from Ubisoft. That makes the most sense. The pre-show starts in 4 minutes. So I'm going to have it over here, and if anything happens, I'll switch over to it. Anything big. You can, of course, watch it on your own. I'm not going to stop you. Hello, Bob the Bean. Great name. I have a feeling that Ubisoft gets bought by Microsoft. No, I think it'll be Tencent. Can you rank all the AC games? No. No. Well, I haven't played it. I haven't played all of them. I watched my wife play a lot of Odyssey and Valhalla. I've personally never touched Syndicate, Rogue, Unity. I've never touched any of those three. So I have 5 games missing. Gotham Knights Takeover. AC2 is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 was the one that I was just like, that was that era that the second game in the franchise just like jumped levels. Dead Space 2, Uncharted 2, Infamous 2, Assassin's Creed 2. I'm sure I could think of more. There's a lot of really good sequels. I hope we'll get some good stealth, the Assassin's vibe, Yeah, they need to capture that. They need to capture that. You are not that far behind with comments, and I think I'm doing pretty okay. Any news on the new Ghost Recon? No. It did, and I just found out. I'm saving that for later. Wait, what? Most likely the other stuff gonna drop around next hour. Yeah. Yeah, so I've never played Syndicate, but I've heard good things. Like I've heard good things about Syndicate. I've heard good things about Rogue. I've heard good things about Unity once it was like not the face thing, Warner Bros. Games division is separate from their movies. Yeah, but it's all Warner Bros. It's still got that name. Who are some of your favorite game developers? Sucker Punch, Giant Sparrow, Atlas. I'm really trying to just jump and pick. I said Sucker Punch. I'd have to think of my favorite games, and then I have to go to their publishers. So, From Software. Best part, Saints Row game is far from one. Best part about AC is those games being on both services. Yeah, they don't really care about hiding them. They put them out there. Favorite games of all time: the Uncharted franchise, the Sly franchise. I really like BioShock. I really like God of War, Infamous, Halo, Alan Wake, Crash Bandicoot. I can keep going. There's a lot. I like a lot of games. Most of the favorite developers are either dead or become totally greedy and lost all passion. Yeah, a lot of them fall from grace, don't they? Super quick, I truly wish Hogwarts Legacy is 50% simulation and 50% RPG. That would be perfect. I don't know. It could be, well, there could be like those internal clock kind of things in it, so it's possible. I've never tried Unity, yeah. I'll have to, I want to play them all. I'm going to play Black Flag, and then I got to get to the Rogue Unity Syndicate era. You think they'll say anything about Ubisoft Plus on Xbox? Yeah, they'll announce it. Can you rank your top 3 assassins? Like from Assassin's Creed? Ezio, Altair, Bayek. Yeah, Tencent seems to be the one that would buy it. Hello, Jay. I went back and played Unity recently with some updates and such. It's actually a really solid game. Yeah, I don't doubt it at all. I could see Sony buying it. Oh, I don't. I don't. My friends always call me crazy for liking Syndicate. Yeah, I've seen Syndicate love for sure. Oh yeah, a Rayman would be super sweet. I hated Syndicate. I played all the Assassin's Creed game. I think my favorite one has to be Black Flag. A lot of people's favorite is Black Flag. So I'll have to... Black Flag is my next one that I'll do. Well, the thing is, it's a pre-show. It's people talking. I mean, it starts in 24 minutes. I'll have to turn actually my speaker on. If anything happens, I mean, I'll switch over. My favorite still is probably 2 or Brotherhood or Revelation. I mean, I love that era. Starts in a minute. My favorite Assassin's Creed is probably Revelations. When do you think Alan Wake 2? Probably maybe Game Awards, because it comes out next year, which is insane to even think about. So probably Game Awards, we'd get a trailer. Yeah, the Industrial Revolution. I always like the look of Syndicate quite a bit. I find it impressive that Gotham Knights is a top 9 best-selling game on PS Store. Yeah, it's moving up. It was actually lower than that, so it's moving up. Time for fantastic forecasting. Nice. If they don't show the Prince of Persia remake, I'm done with Ubisoft. I think they will. I think they will. If you love AC, you should try Origami. It's good. Nice. I'll have to remember that game. I actually like Odyssey. I haven't played Origins. I'm hoping that Origins will become free on PlayStation Premium. I think, isn't it on that or no? I know it's, I think it's definitely on Game Pass. I thought it was on PlayStation. Didn't they just add it? Ezio's my favorite assassin of all time. Yeah, Ezio's got to be my... Ezio has to kind of be my go-to. Anthony Round. They're doing Ironheart with that. Yoda or Yaddle and Tales of the Jedi. Man, they're definitely doing some things. I still think the Iron Man thing is the biggest. Like Dead Space, kind of quite the jump for Dead Space's developers, the new ones, Motive, to do a Iron Man game, don't you think? I think that's kind of a weird jump from one to the next. But hey, who am I to argue with? We'll have to see how it goes. Yesterday, by the way, I got 3 copyright claims because of the the songs in the thing. What's your opinion on Hogwarts Legacy being third person instead of first person? I think it's the right choice. I don't think it would work if it was first person, to be honest. Favorite modern character? Desmond I kind of liked. I didn't hate Desmond. And I don't really care about anybody else. So, the Prince of Persia Twitter has been radio silent. Yeah. Can't wait for Dead Space Remake. Dead Space Remake looks freaking nuts. feel like Iron Man won't translate well into a game. That's definitely possible. Ezio is the most iconic, well written. I think it's like a pre-show. It's still got 20 minutes. They're not even. It's on like live games and stuff. They just showed like concept art for something. I mean, you can have it off, but I'll pull up when the event starts. We'll pull it up. But I don't really think this is all that interesting. I mean, you can let me know. But yeah, how does everybody feel about? We've talked a lot about Assassin's Creed and our opinions on that. What do you guys think about Skull and Bones? Because obviously, you may have heard me talk about Skull and Bones before. I have a very love-hate relationship. Love it in the sense that it's pirating, and you're on the seven seas and you're sinking ships. And I've been talking about that game since it was announced E3 2017. 5 years of videos I've made on that game. But I also am very aware that the game looks horribly average, and I don't think it's going to work being live service. I think it'll probably die in a few months after it releases. So it's a very I want it to be successful. I want them to do kind of more like the Kraken stuff is awesome. If they did like a Davy Jones thing, like it could be sweet. But I'm keeping like realistic expectations, basically. Just announced Castlevania characters coming to Brawlhalla. I think they may be doing For Honor right now. Kind of wish Hogwarts Legacy had a first-person mode. It'd be fun to kind of like walk around, but I don't think like the spell casting it would work at all. There'd be a new Castlevania. There should be a new Castlevania. For Honor, the Demon Dagger. Watch the full Year 6 Season 3 reveal. Oh my god. Is that how they're showing it nowadays? Fun fact, the AC series was created after Prince of Persia sequels were canceled because Ubisoft didn't like the idea of a prince being an assassin anymore. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Looks average. I just hope they update it to be able to explore land. Yeah, same. Rabbids Go Home, but I absolutely adore the game. It's one of my favorite childhood games. I think I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever played it. Most likely won't be getting Skull and Bones. I expected more. Yeah, the issue with Skull and Bones is like the when you're boarding, or when you like sink a ship and you can board them, it's an animation and it's a cutscene. You don't actually do it. There is literally no sword fighting in the game. That is just the worst Like, I get the idea of centering a game around sinking ships, but leaving out every single thing else. And maybe that's why, these RPG games, like an RPG open world pirate game, maybe it's too hard or wouldn't, people don't want to do it because you'd have to make really good naval combat. You'd have to do that. And at the same time, though, you have to make quests, you have to make exploration characters on land, and sword fighting, boarding ships, but also just sword fighting in general, pistol stuff. Like maybe developers see it as like two separate games and they don't want to ever try to combine it. But I mean, if you did combine, I know Sea of Thieves, like obviously. So that is probably the counter to it, right? But that's a little bit more cartoony. I want something more grounded, again, like an RPG style thing. But if somebody could do it, I mean, we're really looking at untapped potential here. Yes. So that's my thoughts on it. I honestly would have preferred another game on the order of Black Flag. They should do an Odyssey world, but with pirates. Yeah. I'd love to see a Rockstar pirate. Yeah. I mean, come on. I'm very excited for Cyberpunk 20. Yeah, Phantom Liberty. It looks cool. Definitely looks cool. Yeah, no sword fights in Skull and Bones. Yeah, nobody cares about the pre-show. Exactly. That's why I don't show it. The Zelda-style game looks all right. Yeah, I'm watching it. Like, it's over there. Whatever this indie one looks like, it looks like Firewatch right now. And Firewatch is an okay game. So, do you remember Black Flag sea shanties? That was fun. But yeah, I mean, Black Flag had a lot of cool ideas. Black Flag is is one of those modern, like kind of what I was talking about. I think Ghost of Tsushima PC port Ghost, I assume, will come to PC. It is basically, yeah, I basically did just describe Black Flag, didn't I? Just a little bit better than Black Flag. Like, give me Black Flag 2 then, you know? And they never will is the issue. For Ubisoft, who has already made a near-perfect pirate game, AC4, I think they could have had the best start with a game like Skull and Bones, and they just, yeah. Oh, yeah, see, okay. I mean, basically, I did describe Assassin's Creed Black Flag. But you could always improve. So, but you know, well, you guys saying that makes me excited, right? Because I'm gonna play Black Flag again. I played it back in the day, and I didn't really like it besides the ship stuff. But I also was very turned off from Assassin's Creed back when that game came out. So I think now I'll probably respect it more. Let's make a pirate game without sword combat. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Aside from Hogwarts Legacy, Starfield is probably my most... Yeah, Starfield I'm pumped for. I'm really pumped for that. Assassin's Creed 3 is underrated. I personally hated Assassin's Creed 3, but it probably isn't nearly as bad as I remember it being in my own head. So, I need to play it for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to play... well, right now I'm doing Saints Row. After Saints Row, I will do... I have to replay God of War 2018. I really need to do that before the game, before Ragnarok comes out. So I'm going to do God of War and Black Flag. And that should probably get me to early October. But then hockey starts. Hockey is really going to slow me down, the NHL season, because I have to watch a lot of my Sabres games. So, yeah. Saints Row, yeah. Well, they gave me a code. They gave me a code very late. Like, I requested a review code for Saints Row. I think I'm allowed to say it. I requested a Saints Row review code before the game came out, and they got back to me like a week and a half after the game was out, and they gave me it. I was not going to buy it. So I was like, all right, well now I have to. And I'm being fair to it. I'm going to be fair to it. I don't think it's the worst game ever. And there is like one or two things I like about it, so I will talk about that in the video. But I really think it's a horrible game. But out of respect, you know, they gave me the code. I'm gonna see it through, so I'll play it, and then once I'm done with that, then I'll get to the other stuff. I'm super ready for Quantic Dream Star Wars game. Yeah, I like Quantic Dreams games. I know people have the problem with David Cage. Again, going back to I find myself in controversy quite a bit, huh? But yeah, so I'm excited for it too, though. Did they do anything for... Let me check Twitter again. Randall Park returns as Jimmy Woo and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp directly links Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. So Fantastic Four is probably the ending of the show, right? Because they've done Ant-Man, Ironheart, Ironheart, and they did something else too that I can't remember. Star Wars is definitely done though. Yeah. Well, fantastic. Well, doesn't it? I think it ends at the top of the hour, doesn't it? It ends at 12 Pacific time. So this one's funny. An Iron Man game is in development at EA. And then Beware the Batman said, man, if only there was an event they could have announced this at. I mean, isn't that kind of stupid that you hear the day after where you would hopefully want to see it that, you know, I mean, that there's an Iron Man game in development. But the thing is, when he says, like, it comes out after Dead Space comes out at the end of January. So, like, have they started Iron Man? You assume they've done, like, pre-stuff in Iron Man. And then they'll go fully into it. So Iron Man is still at least 2.5-ish years away. Like, we won't get it until 2025, most likely. That year, 2025. So that's a while. So it's exciting, but it's like, it's a while away. Who knows where the world's at by then. I hated AC3 because it had the gall to give me a 3-hour pre-sequence, which I already was enjoying my time with it. Then it hit me with a title card. Yeah, I did not like Connor. I think Connor's and again, these are just my opinions. I really hated Connor. I don't think they did I don't think they did the time period right at all. Like, I think they could have done better. And I also, well, the Desmond stuff was weird. I didn't like it. I really did not like Assassin's Creed 3. But again, I was pretty hard on it, so I think maybe I'd be lighter on it now. Platinum The Last of Us Part 1, which kept me nice. Metal Gear Solid 5 is one of those games that I played a little bit of and I own, but I've never finished it. So I really need to one day go back. I did play DMC 5. That's a pretty solid game. Pretty solid. Ubisoft needs to take a break from AC for a while and give us Splinters. Well, they are going to do those other things while doing Assassin's Creed, but, you know, Skull and Bones is a good base. Just please build on it. Yeah. Having your own Tortuga, Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, my God. That'd be so sweet. Yeah, Skull and Bones is a fine starting point. And, you know, if they're dead serious about making Skull and Bones like a multi-year thing, and they come out like in year 2 or 3 of Skull and Bones, and it's still going on, and they've added in sword stuff and land stuff. I mean, it could become, if this is like just the base and they want to build up from it, it could become an incredible game. Will they do it? I really don't think so. I really don't think they plan on doing the sword stuff and the land stuff. But if they do, then that is Assassin's Creed Black Flag 2. Like, you know what I mean? So, come on. My dream Assassin's Creed game being in a secret organization, World War II. Wow. I think World War II is possible. It's just I don't know if they'd ever do it, to be honest. Is there going to be an EA Play event this year? No, they're doing individual games. So they'll do like a Dead Space thing or a Need for Speed thing, but they're not going to do an actual just EA Play. What's up, Hunter? Imagine if Mirage will be a next-gen exclusive. Well, it comes out next year. It could. I mean, honestly, I bet you it's a 50-50 shot. So, I know Metal Gear Solid 5 is a really long game. Yeah. I believe it still holds up. I think that game easily would hold up. I gotta play it. Death Stranding is another one. I made it like 20 hours into Death Stranding. I know the ending, like I know the story, but I never played the last. I never played like the last half of that game. So, something with those Kojima games, you know. But no, I think if a Metal Gear Solid game came out now, I'd play it through all the way. It was just in my life, I've talked about it before, just that era of time where I did not play through the games. And that's when Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, was in that. If it came out now, if MGS 5 came out now, I'd definitely play it. I have seen the new Black Adam trailer, and it is very good. Please bring back the Assassins in Assassin's Creed. Yes, I agree. I'll watch it with you, Alex. Thanks, buddy. I'm about to finish Death Stranding, going for 100%. Nice. Wasn't an AC1 remake coming with Mirage, or is that rumor false? I heard that rumor was with the other rumors that all turned out to be true. So I have really no reason to doubt it. But we'll see. I hope they announce it today. When do you think we'll see Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, and Jedi Survivor? Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine at a Sony thing. And Jedi Survivor, I think EA will probably do like a show for it. Mirage is rumored to only be roughly 20 hours. But honestly, bro, okay, you got to remember, Mirage was originally DLC for Valhalla. So it wasn't intended to be a 50, 60-hour thing. It was literally meant to be DLC, and they kind of added to it. I think an Assassin's Creed game that's smaller in scale and that's 20 hours long that we get next year, and then the year after we get another Odyssey Valhalla size game, I think that's fine. So, you know, not every game needs to be 50, 60 hours, so I'm honestly okay with that. Death Stranding is another great story. Game is slow, but it feels like the game Kojima always wanted to make. Yeah. Or they show it at the Game Awards for... Oh, yeah. I think Jedi Survivor could totally be at the Game Awards. I actually got into Death Stranding with PS Plus Premium, and I love it. I don't know. Can't explain. It's calming and fun. Yeah, I liked my time with it. It's just, I don't know. You know, the way I play games, like just kind of, which I assume a lot of people do, kind of just playing through them. Death Stranding, I don't know. Death Stranding is a very hard game, I think, to play every night for like 3-4 hours. It's just very difficult to me where I would kind of want to jump out of it. And that's okay. I mean, well, not every game needs to be for me in the first place. Metal Gear is more of, I think, in my style for a game that I think I could play every night like that. So, yeah. That's just my opinion, though. I got rid of Twitter about a month ago. And so that's why I lost a follower. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate it. I do my best. We'll do, like I said, once this event is over, I'll do, a couple videos on Assassin's Creed and all that stuff. And then probably tomorrow morning, I'll talk about the Iron Man game. And I already have other videos done, so I'll probably have videos for that. So, yeah. Well, once I'm done with this, my wife is probably going to start doing Halloween decorations, so that should be fun. Are you keeping up with the Lucasfilm and Marvel movie and show presentations right now? Yeah, I'm going back and forth on Twitter. Did they do Fantastic Four yet? Marvel's Werewolf by Night is a black and white retro horror mystery. Interesting. Fascinating. I just want to see the Fantastic Forecast if we're being real. Nothing too special happened in the last 5 minutes. Do you think games generally benefit from having very long, very immersive, dramatic stories like Red Dead 2, or does a game... No, I don't think it has to. I don't think games have to be... It depends on the game. I think some games benefit by having the story be 20, 25, 30 hours. I think some games you can tell the story in 15 hours and call it quits. I fully believe that. It depends on the game. I'd go to Uncharted as a prime example. Uncharted tells some great stories with some great characters, and they don't need to be 30 hours long. But some games need that time to kind of, you know what I mean? Or even like I just replayed God of War 3, or I'm a big narrative guy, though, or like Tales from the Borderlands, a lot of the Telltale games. Those are like 10-hour games in all. Or Life is Strange. Those are very short. And I think that's fine. I really do. But I also, Red Dead 2 is a very long game. Persona very much benefits from being with these characters for so long. It's not necessarily an argument of quality versus quantity, because like I can leave Uncharted 4 and be like, God, I'm gonna miss this cast. But I also left Persona 5 thinking, I love these characters and I'm gonna be so sad to leave them. And part of that is because I spent like 100 hours in Persona 5. But I think I can still feel like, God, I'm going to miss these characters. If it was 10 hours long, I think you could still feel that. It depends on who's making it. Guardians of the Galaxy is a masterpiece. It is. They just announced Werewolf by Night. Some days I just do a one order and go off in Death Stranding. Yeah. Yeah, some games just don't work. For that, yeah. And I'm one of the most like diverse gaming people I've personally, like, not to stroke my own ego, but in terms of people I've seen online in the YouTube space or Twitter, I think I play more games than probably 95% of them. And even some games don't always catch me. Like, I'm never really into racing games or I don't know, I'm trying to think. Fighting games. Fighting games, I'm pretty specific on which ones I like or don't like. You going to make a video on Dead Island 2? Yeah, I did. I made it on the second channel. On my second channel. I'll cover it on here, though, once we get closer. But my initial thoughts on the trailer, I made it on my second channel for Dead Island 2. Deadpool 3, yeah. That'd be cool. I just did mine inside and out Halloween decorations. Nice. Yeah, my wife likes to decorate very early. So she'll probably do that today. But I'm going to be busy today. Tomorrow I'll be able to rest. But I rested. I watched like 6 hours of, how long? 5 hours. A little over 5 hours of Cobra Kai yesterday. So I had my relaxation. The trailer just dropped for Secret Invasion. Oh, nice. When do you think the next PS showcase? Hopefully end of this month. There's your Rainbow Six news. I'm pretty boring. I just play open world. Well, there's channels or people that just play open world like RPGs, like that's their entire thing. And I think there's still a lot of diversity you can get in that. But you're also missing out on other things. But I don't, I'm not going to tell people how to play. You play the games that you want to play, Why is this such low quality? Gonna try to up how this looks. All right, I'm gonna probably switch over when we get Mad Max 2. Well, Mad Max 1 is a cult classic, but it didn't sell well, so I don't know if we'd ever get a second one. Do it, clap, man, please. I need to know. I don't know what you're talking about. Crazy that Metal Hellsinger is coming to... Yeah. And I can't talk about it yet, Parker, but that honestly could save the game for me based off of length, which we'll talk about on Monday when the review goes live, because I can't say anything on it. All right, let me swap over, and we'll do... Oh, no, my face isn't there. Well, that's not good. Wow, you can hear my voice, but not my face. That's fantastic news. Let me see if I can get it in. Well, I'll turn the audio on. Hear it, and I'll try to get my face.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the September edition of Ubisoft Forward, the showcase where you get a taste of all the great things we're cooking up. I'm one of your hosts, Neelam Kumar.
I'm Yusuf Magid, and I'm so happy to be here today because this year we're global, streaming in no less than 11 different languages. So a big hello to everyone around the world.
We're also live in 4 sign languages and 2 audio descriptions, so we got you all covered.
Yo,
does
Neelam,
the audio sound okay?
I love this studio. I feel like we're big time now. Come a long way from being interns. I mean, look at us. Hey, come on, look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Not me.
But let's get to the real reason why we're here today. Games. If you caught the Ubisoft Forward pre-show, you should already be caught up on some super exciting updates from current releases. And now, in the next few minutes, we'll show you what you can expect from our live and upcoming games, concluding with a very special Assassin's Creed showcase.
In fact, let's check in with them right now.
Well, hello everyone. Stay tuned for the Assassin's Creed showcase coming up later in the show.
We'll celebrate the 15th
So you can
anniversary
see my face on the one, but you
amazing
can't see my
franchise
face on
and
the
share
other.
future
Well, this is weird.
Assassin's Creed.
Sometimes
So
it
don't
does
go
this,
anywhere.
though.
We'll be back soon.
We'll be catching up with the Assassin's Creed crew later in the show, but we also wanted to remind you that
I'm
right
still
now,
here.
you're all eligible for a free month subscription of
Let's
Ubisoft
do this
Plus,
for now.
giving you access to some of our best games. For more information, check the details on the screen below. And now, on to the games.
That's right, and what a better way to start the show than by diving straight into the colorful world of Mario and the Rabbids.
I
This
told
latest
you.
adventure, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, is set to release on October 20th on Nintendo Switch. Before we catch up with the game's creative director, Davide Soliani, let's take a quick look.
I don't know why my face doesn't show up. This is kind of weird.
Hello everyone. A few months ago, we gave you an exclusive on Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, showcasing the game's unique mix of turn-based combat.
Yeah, at least, I mean, they're
real-time
going right
action,
into it, right?
and
Which is
open
definitely good.
exploration. We also did a deep dive on our unique team of heroes. I want to thank you so much for your tremendous feedback, and I know you now want to see more gameplay. So today we are back to show you for the very first time a first look at one of the quests from the game, including a special battle that we took great pleasure in crafting.
I think the program is just kind of dead. No, this game looks honestly
Hello,
really
everyone.
cool.
I'm Faye,
I'm into this game.
Associate Producer. Welcome to this new video about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Today, our heroes travel to Terra Flora in their quest to save the Sparks. This green and usually flowery planet is struck by a drought, caused by Cursa's malevolent influence.
Sorry. I don't know why the one works and this one
To help
doesn't.
the planet blossom again, Mario and his friends must reach the top of the volcano. To get there, they will have to find their way to the central station and take the Wiggler train. Terra Flora, like all the planets of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, is packed with secrets, collectibles to gather, puzzles to solve, and wacky NPCs to talk with. With the help of people, heroes can interact with the environment in various ways, to uncover secrets or reveal hidden paths to new zones.
I
There
never
are
played the
many
first one of
interesting
this,
places to
but
visit and secrets to discover
I wish I
on
did.
Terra Flora. Giant trees, lush plains, and hidden caves. But let's get back on track. We have a train to catch.
All aboard!
oh, there we go. That's odd that it did that. This I'm too big. There we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. I don't know why it does that. All right, now I can watch. Bye, I was watching. Thank you for all being here.
The Wiggler has been enraged by Cursa, and we must stop it before it destroys the train. Mario and his friends will face numerous enemy archetypes on the battlefield, each with specific strengths and weaknesses. We need to prepare accordingly.
The only issue,
Let's pick Bowser first. His huge health stats will allow him to sustain heavy damage.
with this game
Rabbid
is that it
Rosalina's
comes out
signature technique
in a
will
really
be
bad
key
time.
to neutralize enemies while the other
Really
heroes
busy time.
focus on the Darkness Eyes. We'll keep Mario in the team to take advantage of his great mobility skills. Now, the Sparks. There are dozens of Sparks you can pair with your heroes. They will grant elemental damage, resistances, help control the battlefield, and much more. Ethering will help Rabbid Rosalina getting behind enemy lines to wreak
It
havoc.
is very bright, isn't it? Let me see. Let me
We're
see what
done
I can do.
prepping, so now is the time to fight. Let's activate Mario Spark
It only does
Aquanox
this for
to
some,
gain
though.
additional splash damage. Thanks to the splash effect, Mario can push the Ouzo out of the train, while he destroys the electric barrel with his second attack. Rabbid Rosalina can finish the Ouzo off, while Bowser takes advantage of the large attack radius of his
that better?
bazooka to destroy two Darkness Eyes at the same time. Fast forward, new enemies are spawning behind us.
It is a bright
We
game.
must
though.
get rid of them quickly.
I'm gonna put it back.
Let's use Mario Spark Glitter to lure those enemies out into the open before triggering Mario's signature ability,
It is a
Hero
little
Sight.
bright. My kids are playing Mario Kart right now. Nice. You know, the first Mario Rabbids game was kind of a surprise hit. Like, it was a really good game from everything that I've seen on it. I kind of slept on it. The only issue
Time
with
for
this
Bowser
game
to get his
is it
revenge.
comes out 2 days
His landing
after A
damage
Plague
ability,
Tale Requiem,
combined with
and
the
it comes out a day
devastating power of
before
Zephyr Quake,
Scorn,
Shockwave Spark,
Persona
and Mario
5
Support
Royal
Fire
on
will
Xbox,
make short work
and
of this
Gotham
group
Knights.
of enemies.
And then a few days
Teamwork
after is
and
Resident
synergies
Evil's
are key to gain the
DLC,
upper hand in
Bayonetta
battle.
3. There's just a lot of games at the end of
Now
October
that the back of the
that
train
this
is clear,
game
we must
is going
reach
to
the
butt into.
locomotive to destroy the Darkness Eyes on the
So,
Wiggler's back.
That's
This
my
won't be
only problem
easy,
with it.
as the lone wolves will react by shooting any moving hero coming into range. They inflict heavy damage to Bowser. Thankfully, Exosphere, his shield spark, absorbs some of the damage.
I got
Brute Force
Splatoon
won't
3
make it
last
here.
night. I didn't
It's
even
time
play
for
it.
a stealthy move with Rabbid Rosalina. Her spark, Ethering, can turn her invisible, allowing her to approach the lone wolf safely. Now that we are close to them, we can use her signature technique and neutralize them momentarily.
Hello, Steph. Thank you all for being here. A great group of
This
people.
will allow Mario to approach safely and focus on the Darkness Eyes. A few more turns have passed. Only 2 Darkness Eyes remain, but new powerful enemies have spawned, and even Bowser cannot withstand their powerful attacks. We have only 2 heroes left, and the last Darkness Eyes are far out of attack range.
They're really going all in with,
But Mario can
with this
count
game.
on his iconic stomp attack and jump from one enemy to the other before delivering the final blow. This is it. The Wiggler is defeated, and our heroes can resume their journey.
Yeah, I still have to
hope
try
you enjoyed this
Dreamlight
very
Valley.
special battle. That's
looks
all
good.
for now.
I hope you also enjoyed seeing an old friend from Nintendo in there.
Yeah, I'm excited for that
This
game
was
too.
only a first taste of our new take on combat. It has intuitive gameplay with huge tactical possibilities. Thanks to the multiple combination of sparks and ingredients available in the game, anyone can create combos as marvelous as they are powerful. The release is almost there, and we are hard at work to polish our game and deliver the best Mario + Rabbids experience on October 20. We cannot wait for you all
So
to
I assume
discover
Skull
this
and
brand
Bones would
new
be next?
adventure. And that's not all. We have one more big thing to reveal. This cosmic journey will not stop at launch. We have so many wild ideas that we want to explore in the coming year. It is a bit early to announce all of it,
A season
but I
pass.
couldn't resist to give you a small peek at what is to come. Our post-launch plans include 3 DLCs, and the third one
Yeah, I definitely gotta try
will
the
even
Dreamlight Valley. I've
introduce
seen
a
really
new
good things on it.
special playable hero. For me, as a creator, and for Mania the studio, it's a dream come true to have him going in an adventure with our dear Rabbids heroes. I hope you will like the biggest surprise of our season pass. Thank you.
What's the season pass? Yeah, AC will be the thing at the end. Oh wow. You got your Rayman, everybody.
I love the Rabbids and I love the world of Mario, and I'm so glad to see them teaming up once again. Davide is so passionate about what he creates, and I can't wait to play as Rayman on my team in this new DLC adventure.
If you like what you just saw and want to dive into the conversations online, just use hashtag #UbiForward. It's up there on the screen.
Now, back in July, we revealed the new direction of Skull and Bones.
Oh,
and since
God.
then, the team at Ubisoft Singapore has been hard at work getting the game ready for launch.
Let's take a deep dive into the world of Skull and Bones.
All right, here we go. Last time we see Skull and Bones till it launches.
The end of the 17th century, when ruthless corporations ruled the seas with an iron fist. They ignited a battle for
Assassin's
global
Creed's at the end.
supremacy to dominate the world's most valuable trade routes. A flood of exotic goods from the Indian Ocean stormed the West, creating new addictions and a violent race for control.
The trailers for this game are
And where
always
there's
good.
blood, there are predators. Labeled as enemies of all mankind, this new breed of pirates will show no mercy. Sailing through dangerous waters, They created secret trading networks and built their pirate empires. But they were always on the edge of losing it all. And sinking to the depths.
The show's probably
of
pretty
skull
long.
and bones.
Can we see some supernatural stuff this time? That'd be kind of cool. Please?
Will you sink to the bottom or climb to the very top? In the dangerous world of Skull and Bones, everything around you is either your prey or your downfall. This is where you and your friends will have an authentic pirate experience. In our game,
Authentic
as your
pirate
infamy
experience where you
begins to
can't
spread
sword fight.
across the Indian Ocean, you will gain access to your own pirate lair known as the Helm. Here, you'll kickstart your ascent as a pirate kingpin by manufacturing and smuggling illegal and high-value goods to sell to the highest bidder. No longer taking orders from other pirates, you'll now be the one calling the shots. But with all the riches now for you taking, you'll also have more to lose. So beware, the vultures are circling, biding their time to strike you down. Will you fend off pirate rogues, eyeing your cargo as you extract your contraband, or undone rivals who want a piece of your pie? Maybe you'll plunder forts for their stockpiles and flood the black markets, or even go on treasure hunts to dig up valuable hidden stashes. We've been gathering your feedbacks through our insider programs and other channels.
Oh.
It's an ongoing process that helps us shape Skull and Bones. Here is what some of our participants have to say about the program.
Greetings, pirates. Captain Flint here.
My name's Sam, more commonly known as Mr. Stainless.
I'm Brilldane.
I'm Fuzzy Bond.
My name is Spamos.
My name's Hippo TC.
My name is Mixelplix.
Are they all going to say nothing but good things about it?
I joined the Skull and Bones Insider program back in 2021.
I've actually been part of the Insider program ever since its inception.
I have sailed, plundered, and pillaged my way through multiple testing and feedback sessions.
The play tests that I've been doing have been a lot of fun.
One of the things that I enjoy about it the most is streamlined feedback, actually reaching the developers.
The developers are passionate about this game.
I get to connect with other gamers who are just as passionate and excited about Skull and Bones as I am.
I don't like these. I never like these because I think
so
they're just so fake.
We're just months away.
I look forward to seeing your sales out there.
I truly think there's something for everyone, so I'm really eager to see all the polished and final versions of things brought into the game.
I just can't wait to see Alien the Oceans.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you out on the high seas, be it friend or foe.
I hate those. They're so fake. They were all positives. So the game's a perfect game. It's such an authentic pirate experience. Come on.
Done.
Be real in life.
Grows, so will our game. As in the Pirate Tales
Be
of
real.
old, you will always find a ship at the center of the story. One so terrifying that
And I want to
will
like
flee
this
on
game,
sight.
by the way. I'm getting it day
That is what
one.
we want for our pirates. Your ship is your entire world.
I did work on
it. It is where your success will be decided and how you will be recognized. In Skull and Bones, to build a unique ship that inspires fear onto your enemies,
I covered this game for 5 years. Where's
Step
mine?
1. Pick your weapons and ammo. This will make
It's
or
okay.
break your battles. From piercing ammo that ignores armor and causes flooding,
See, like, this is cool. I'm
to
fine with
tearing
this.
ammo that rips your enemy's sails apart, slowing them down for an easy kill. My favorite is crushing as it deals a devastating blow to most armor. Step 2. Choose your armor. With our game's weapon counter system, there will be an armor that can counter
Not a
each
paid
damage type.
spokesperson.
That's how we keep tension high at sea. Lastly, it's the look of your ship. Put on your scariest war paint and head out
I'll get it
with
full
a ship that
price
is
and I'll let you
instantly
guys know from a
recognizable.
real
Making this
person
quick
how
adjustment
the
will
game
transform you from sneaky smuggler to hard-hitting hunters or swift traders. Now, when you are out in the open sea, it's always best to have a friend or two to watch your back. In our PvVP world, you can choose to switch off PvP to prevent any friendly fire as well. Lastly, our game will be crossplay at launch.
That's good.
So you can pirate with your friends no matter what platforms they are on.
That's good.
Until then, bon voyage, and see you all soon on the seas of Skull and Bones.
We will see you soon.
The greatest heist ever.
I like the that you can friendly fire on your own on the ships. Like that's definitely cool. And I think the ship combat's going to be awesome. That's the thing. It's just this game doesn't have a lot of depth to it. What's up, Going Hunter?
Ready your ship.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that UI. But I like being able to place the cannons that you want. Like I like the idea.
Destiny is calling. And our names are on her lips.
But you can turn off the friendly fire. So you don't have to have it on. 11 out of 10 stream because of Rayman.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get in my own pirate.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Did the stream go down? Oh, there we go. Weird. It kind of like went backwards.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get in my own pirate.
Oh, I think something actually happened to the stream itself, not me, to their stream. I've heard good things about this game too. Yeah, the sponsorship is very funny. Free, right? Oh yeah, I believe the game's great. Well, everybody that said they played it liked it. Play free and well, there you go. We can all play it.
Riders Republic Season 4 and the BMX add-on launches in just 4 days on September 14th. And guess what? You can play Riders Republic for free on all platforms. Details are below.
Nice. Now it's time to put the spotlight on one of our most successful online action role-playing games.
Yep, it's time to catch up on the world of Tom Clancy's The Division.
Can we see maybe like Star Wars
Hello
instead?
everyone, I'm Daria Ilina, community developer for Tom Clancy The Division 2. After more than 3 years, Tom Clancy The Division 2 is still releasing new content, and we have exciting times ahead.
Yeah, we should
To
do Riders
recap,
Republic.
Season 9 Hidden Alliance brought you so much more than just a continuation of the story. We introduced Countdown, an all-new 8-player PvE endgame mode, plus the brand new progression feature
BMX
Expertise,
game. Yeah.
giving you new ways to progress your agent and further increase build variety and viability. And it's not over. The Division 2 is scheduled to receive 2 more major updates this year, Season 10 and Season 11.
My god,
You will be
Season
able
11.
to enjoy Season 10 price power in just a few days. It will introduce additional difficulty modes for Countdown to push your squad to the limit, add an array of long-awaited quality of life changes, and set you on the path to uncover the growing alliance between Natalia Sokolova and General Anderson. And when it comes to ensuring your agent looks the best for the new Manhunt,
liked The
we've got you
Division
covered. Shape Paragon and Dark Path April events are packed with a variety of new outfits and vanity to give your agent a unique look. To close out 2022 for The Division 2, Season 11 will continue the Division
No
story,
Assassin's Creed
not
yet.
only introducing
Splinter
new
Cell
Manhunt
still haven't
targets,
said
but
anything.
also some familiar faces and a new ally. It will also feature a brand new PvE mode, expanding the variety of activities and
I
playability in
appreciate
the
how
game.
much they put into
We'll
The
share
Division
more details about all these features later this year. Now we want to reiterate our commitment to the long-term future of The Division 2, which is fully supported by our talented developers from Ubisoft teams across the globe. With this in mind, we're happy to announce that we are committed to and have started working on The Division Year 5. The future is bright for The Division 2 and for the Division franchise as a whole. Now I'll hand over to Carrie to introduce you to Tom Clancy The Division's Heartland.
Over the last few years, the team at Red Storm Entertainment has been hard at work creating an all-new experience set in the world of The Division. You've already rebuilt operations in
Did
Manhattan.
anybody play this?
You've responded to the call in Washington, D.C., and now you're needed in the small town of Silver Creek, right in the heartland of America. Today, we're excited to share a first look at the game and some updates from our studio. Here's our creative director, Keith Evans, to tell you a little bit on what to expect in The Division
They're
Heartland.
an awful site, in my opinion. Awful.
Hey everyone, we're so excited to show you Heartland, an all-new standalone
No
adventure
Assassin's
in
Creed
the
yet.
Division universe. The teams poured their heart into this game, and we can't wait to share it with you. Welcome to Silver Creek.
I think it's pretty loud, honestly.
I'm Keith Evans, creative director in Heartland at Red Storm Entertainment.
Go a
We've
little
been
higher.
involved here at Red Storm with the Division going back before the first game launched. Our partnership with Massive Entertainment made some games that we love. We're so excited to bring something new to fans of the franchise. Heartland's a free-to-play survival action
They
shooter
really need to
set
do
in
just
the Division
one
universe
surprise.
that features streamlined survival gameplay and a beautiful new world to explore. You play as a Division agent, given the task of protecting Silver Creek, a small town in Middle America, from enemy factions, rogue agents, and a deadly contamination.
give me a Splinter
This
Cell
game
teaser.
ties directly into the timeline and introduces all new characters and storylines to the franchise. Heartland feels
I don't
fresh
wanna be
and
drowned out.
distinct
I'm in
while still
charge
feeling
here.
at home alongside the other amazing games in this universe. We can't wait to have you join
Thanks,
us
Tone
in Silver
83.
Creek.
I appreciate it. I mean, give me a Splinter Cell teaser, or give me the Star Wars game, or give me Prince of Persia. Just one.
Follow the official Division
Just
social
one.
channels to learn more about the journey the team has taken and the important role of player feedback in the evolution of the Heartland experience. And register now for upcoming tests at thedivisionheartland.com. Finally, a few weeks ago, we welcomed a new entrance in the Division franchise on mobile, The Division Resurgence. This new opus brings the acclaimed AAA experience to mobile with the addition of a new storyline, factions, and much more. The team is hard at work preparing what comes next, so it is our great pleasure to be able to give you an update on the game.
Oh, they've
We wanted to
joined
take
forces.
a moment to thank everyone who has participated in the closed alpha, playing solo or cooperating with others to complete a taste of the game's unique campaign and open world activities.
Your feedback has been priceless as we keep fine-tuning and improving the game. Today, we're happy to announce that a closed beta test is coming this fall.
You have the
This
M
will
word.
be an opportunity to play the iconic conflict PvP modes and for the first time on mobile, the Dark Zone.
We leave you with a look at the
Quieter
trailer.
than the stream. There's no way of making me louder. I don't know how to be louder. I have to yell. I guess put the stream lower. Snap. Streaming is hard. Especially when you have as many people and getting more people every year. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I haven't really been paying attention too much. I don't know what this is. I think Assassin's Creed is gonna end it. Because they'll do like a one more surprise thing, and it'll just be another Assassin's Creed game. So if we're gonna get anything else, they have to do it before Assassin's Creed. Is this a mobile game? Great. Is Rift Infinity the live service-ish thing? Then yes.
We're super excited to see the Dark Zone coming to mobile. If you want to get a chance to test it out, don't forget to register now on the Resurgence website.
Oof, I want that sweet, sweet multiplayer action.
All right,
on
let's
the
see what they
palm of my
do.
hands.
Speaking of which, there's another iconic multiplayer game that was recently announced. Rainbow Six Mobile. Let's take a quick look at what the dev team have in store for us following their successful closed alpha test.
Please, what is going on with the industry right now? Jeff, save it. Save the industry, Jeff. This is just funny. I have nothing negative to say. It's just funny. Leave a like if you don't like this if you don't like Ubisoft Forward so far. Leave a like. Please don't dislike me if you dislike it. That's not my fault. All right. I understand. No, I understand.
Hello, everyone.
Mobile's big.
I'm
It's
Justin
just
Swan, creative director of Rainbow Six Mobile. It's been a big,
I
exciting
understand
year for our
mobile's
game, with the worldwide
popularity.
announcement and
I
our
just
first
it's a
closed alpha
bad trend.
taking place
It's a
earlier
bad
this year.
trend.
It was amazing.
It's just
finally getting to
farming.
see
It's
how our
money.
players
They
and
just
community
want your money, a
reacted to the
lot of
game,
your money.
and we couldn't be
and
happier
mobile, they can
with
just
the initial
steal
feedback.
it so easily
Rainbow
with
Six Mobile is a
microtransactions
free-to-play
and pay
game
to
designed
win.
from the ground
It's
up
so easy
specifically
to
for
do
mobile
that.
devices. When we started production, our objective was crystal clear: to bring the Rainbow Six universe to the mobile platform and allow more people than ever before from all around
That's
the
all.
world
I mean, I really have
to
nothing
enjoy this
wrong with playing a
competitive,
game on your phone.
tactical,
Play a game
and
wherever you
team-based
want.
FPS
But
experience.
you know why they want you to play
Our
on your
mission
phone.
is to develop the best Rainbow Six experience possible on mobile, and we can only do that
It is better.
with your
Yeah.
help.
This is a better event than Disney.
The dev team and I first want to thank our community for all your support and feedback during our closed alpha. We took that feedback to heart, and we've made many improvements. And it's not just the core gameplay, but our menu systems and user experience,
I don't know if they
matchmaking
think
and
they get
round-to-round
booed, to
flow,
be honest
and
with
many
you.
other adjustments that will improve
They
the
live in
overall
a world of
experience,
their own.
all thanks to you. And now, today, I'm very happy to announce that we are entering a new phase for Rainbow Six Mobile, the beta test.
You know it's only a
The
matter
closed
of
beta
time
starts
till an
this
Assassin's
Monday,
Creed game
September
is on
12th.
mobile, right?
And the good news is that Android users
I wouldn't be
can still
shocked at all.
pre-register on Google Play for a chance to participate. Just a quick note for our iOS users, don't worry, we are working hard on our iOS version, and you will hear from us in the near future for upcoming tests. So, what can you expect to see in the game during the beta test? Our biggest addition is the first stage of our operator unlock and progression system. This means daily challenges to complete, a ticket system to play with and unlock your operators, and even a battle pass to progress
Assassin's
through.
Creed China
On
is
top
a
of
mobile
that, we
game.
have
You're
some
right.
great
That was
graphical
leaked.
and
There
gameplay
is a
improvements,
mobile game
social
coming.
features like
It's
voice
the China
chat and
one, yep.
persistent teams, and a more streamlined menu flow.
And Kingdom Hearts did
you will
mobile.
also be able to compete in
Although,
three iconic Rainbow
I'm gonna give
Six
Kingdom
maps:
Hearts some slack.
Bank, Border,
because the story
and
is
the newly
important.
added Clubhouse. Keep in mind, this is still a work-in-progress version of the game. Graphic quality and content are much improved from our alpha test, but still not
Already
final.
been multiple. Oh, well, I just
As we
mean like
continue
this
along
era
this exciting
of mobile
road to
Assassin's
release,
Creed games.
we
I don't
must
care about
move
the past
forward
stuff.
alongside you, our players and fans. We believe this is the only way to deliver the best game experience possible, and we are dedicated to developing Rainbow Six Mobile in as transparent and collaborative way as possible with our players. Now, you may be wondering, in which countries the
Diablo.
closed beta
Yeah.
will be available starting this Monday? Well, you'll find the answers in this next video. Thank you for all your support, and see you in the closed beta.
All right, let's start with the Assassin's Creed mobile one and then work our way down. Can we do that?
It's a time for everything.
THC, who are you talking to? Guess the guy was just talking for the mobile thing? Oh boy, oh boy. Don't forget to watch Cobra Kai Season 5 streaming on Netflix now. I don't know if there's anybody hyped for these games, but there's definitely people that play them, right? That's the sad thing. Woo. Thank you to the over 200 people here. You guys rock. Seriously, you do. Thank you so much for being here.
The Rainbow Six Mobile closed beta starts on September 12th.
Here at Ubisoft, we're developing some world-class partnerships with some very big players in the industry.
What?
Here to tell you a little bit more about it is a very special guest.
Hideo Kojima.
Hi, I'm Mike Perdue from Netflix. As you know, we've
You're not
started to
Hideo
offer a
Kojima.
selection of mobile games on our service.
Mobile
And
games
today,
again?
I'm excited to announce our partnership with Ubisoft to continue bringing great games for players all around the world. Over the next few years, not one, not two, but 3 games from Ubisoft's most beloved franchises will become exclusively available to Netflix members. The first game is Valiant Hearts 2, a sequel to the award-winning first game, directed by the original core team and available to play in January 2023.
Okay.
Next up, the second installment of Mighty Quest, also coming to Netflix in 2023. And last, but certainly not least, fans of
Yeah, I was
Assassin's
on top
Creed
of the
will be
Hogwarts
able to
Legacy
immerse
stuff
themselves
before
in the
anybody
Assassin's
else.
Creed universe
Which I'm
through
proud
both a live action series and an original mobile game. We'll be sharing more details on each of these titles as we get closer to launch. The games will be ads-free with no in-app purchases, and you'll find them on the Netflix mobile app. Thank you to the Ubisoft team for their partnership.
How does he
And
says
we're
it
looking
right?
forward to bringing
Ubisoft,
these
right? Because
great
that's how you're
games
supposed to
to
say it.
existing and new fans alike.
It's refreshing to hear it said right because I say it wrong.
Ubisoft and Netflix? Now
And then
that's
she
something
says
to celebrate.
Ubisoft.
And speaking of having something to celebrate, the next project shows how video games have grown. We don't just play them, we make movies based on them, and sometimes TV shows about making them.
And on that note, let's take a sneak peek at Season 3 of Mythic Quest.
Oh, this
Hello,
is that.
everyone at
I know what
Ubisoft
this is.
Forward. I'm Rob McElhenney, writer, co-creator, and star of Mythic Quest on Apple TV+. For those of you who've seen the show, we can't wait for you to watch Season 3. For those of you who haven't seen Mythic Quest, this is the series for you.
I honestly haven't.
It's a show about a fake gaming company making a fake game, but produced by a real gaming company that makes real game elements for our fake game. Not to mention, we have actors like Ashley Birch, who are real gaming professionals, even though they play fake characters. You know what? Why don't you just watch this teaser for Season 3? It'll explain everything a lot better than I just did. And in case you're wondering, no, you don't need any new gear to watch Apple TV+. You can literally watch it,
Oh, is it
on the same
Ubisoft?
gaming console you play on.
A lot of people say
Hope
it
you
all
enjoy.
over the place.
This is where the magic happens.
This is my legacy.
Our legacy.
Our legacy, whatever.
It's not my legacy. Where are we with the expansion?
Let's just be reasonable adults.
No. Something bad is gonna happen.
We'll get you into programming school.
Local. MQ will pay for it.
I think I gotta go to Berkeley.
Yeah, that's impossible.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Go ahead and cuff me.
Oh my god!
Did I miss something?
We're leaving you and Mythic Quest.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now.
Ashley Birch.
Let's talk about our future.
This is my dream!
Yes.
We really did it!
Yes.
We just made $50 million!
No,
What?
we're not gonna take the money.
No.
Yes.
I'm glad you're back. You know, as janitor, I see a lot of things, but you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing like strange or nefarious going on. And even if there was, you'd never know it.
Sorry, wait, what?
Are you into the metaverse?
Hell yeah.
Bobby, where are you?
You're the one that didn't want lines anywhere in the office.
Lines are so Web 1. You don't want to be in Web 1, do you? You gotta think big. Hey, Pop.
Can everyone stop sneaking up on me?
I've been standing here alone for the last 20 minutes. We're explorers. Innovators.
So sus.
Creators. It doesn't matter what I believe about myself. What matters is what you believe about yourself.
This is the air of Brittlesby. Where are the buttons? Hello? No buttons anywhere. Help! Every morning there's a halo. Very good. Every morning there's a halo.
Oh boy. It's Cobra Kai season 5
I really love
streaming
Mythic
now.
Quest. I'm so happy the show got renewed for a Season 3.
Same here.
Uh,
Whether you've played every
Better
Ubisoft
Call
game in
Saul
existence
just
or more of a
ended.
casual fan, there's something for everyone here at Ubisoft Forward.
Which brings us to a very special offer that we definitely haven't referenced before. Check this out.
What if we told you that Ubisoft makes the games you know and love, and that's only the beginning of so much more?
Well, I mean, of course
it is all the Assassin's Creed titles, even jump into competitive shooters to test your skills.
Was that a
and your
tease
patience.
right there? Did you hear
Team
that?
up for co-op and tactical games, where the only way forward is together.
Did they just
question your definition of good and evil with some of the greatest?
Did they just tease the new game would be on Game Pass then because all of the Ubisoft Plus games are there?
Anno and the Settlers. Game night? You don't have to worry about tables being flipped. Need an
That could have been a
adrenaline
tease
rush?
for Game Pass.
No need for tickets
for
or
Mirage.
insurance here. And you thought Ubisoft only made open worlds? And guess what? Try it all for free starting now until October 10th. Hours and hours of gameplay and more being added every month with indie games and Skull and Bones available day one. Ubisoft Plus is available on PC, laptop, and mobile devices. Try it now for
Could
free.
Skull
at
and Bones be a
ubisoftplus.com.
Game Pass game? That would be fun.
What an offer. A free 1-month trial to Ubisoft Plus where you can enjoy playing some of our best
Did they
games.
tease Beyond Good and
Details,
Evil?
as always, are below.
Neelam, you can fit a lot of
I
free
missed
games
it.
into 1 month.
You sure can, so be sure to sign up right now. Next up, we have an update that I know Trackmania fans are going to be excited about.
I think
I'm
you're
sure
really going to like this next trailer. Check it out.
I'm sure Trackmania fans are jumping up from their seat right now. So all 2 of you in the chat, please stand up. They have been paying attention to the feedback, only for Skull and Bones, and only the positive feedback.
And gentlemen, the race is about to begin!
No, I have nothing against people who like Trackmania. It's just the way they said it, you know what I mean? It's like, this is the greatest thing ever. It looks good. Has anybody played it? Well, you guys said, some of you said you played it. It looks good. Did you just assume my hype? Yeah, I guess I did, didn't I? Cancelled. It does look like Hot Wheels.
Hello everyone, I'm Augustin De Vita, producer on Trackmania at Ubisoft Nadeo. To the excitement of its 10 million fans, Trackmania is back on consoles and
10
streaming
million
platforms early
fans.
2023. And the first bit of good news is that crossplay and cross-progression will be available across all platforms. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Stadia, and Luna. Trackmania is free to play with no microtransaction, but we do offer 2 premium access that unlock even more social and community features. You will still experience that same adrenaline rush on extraordinary tracks, be it solo or online with hundreds of live opponents. We have lots of features to keep you racing. There's a new seasonal official campaign every 3 months, esports events like the Cup of the Day with thousands of players, the Track of the Day which highlights our players' creativity, and you can team up with your friends to play in the Royal or Ranked game modes. And that's not all. Trackmania is the best place for creators to unlock their full imagination. With its industry-leading and powerful track editor, featuring thousands of blocks and items. After its PC launch 2 years ago, the game is stronger than ever, with 280,000 tracks created by players worldwide. The great news is that these tracks will be available from day one on the console and cloud versions. With Trackmania Clubs, we are offering deep social features within the game, with car skin customization, private rooms, as well as campaigns and competitions organized by the players for the players. We're looking
Gotta be
forward
honest,
to
I
reuniting
kinda-
the complete
kinda peaced
Trackmania
out.
community in one single world, no matter where and how you play, starting early 2023. Welcome to the club.
I love me some Trackmania. I can't wait to hop online and play against all my friends.
It's gotta be Assassin's
I'm sure the both
Creed.
of you will have a great time.
Well, that was unnecessary. Moving on. Let's jam out to our next release.
It's for Rocksmith Plus, right?
Oh,
No.
it sure is, Neelam. If you've ever dreamed of learning the guitar,
more
Rocksmith Plus is
copyright.
for you.
This game. Yeah, the Clash is gonna copyright claim this. Oh, I didn't know you have to pay monthly. Never mind. I didn't know it was a
Neelam,
subscription
I've always
service.
wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and I feel
That's
like
true. You
Rocksmith
can't.
Plus
There
is the
are
perfect tool to
better
get
ways of
started.
learning
Well, if
the
you're going to
guitar.
learn guitar, you should also practice your dance moves.
You mean these dance moves?
The lag is really
How
bad.
could I
The
forget?
input,
Well, for
like
those
when the
of you,
game
like, tearing
hears
it up
the
on the dance
guitar
floor
to
like
when you
Yusuf,
play the
our
guitar,
next
it's
game
off.
is right up your alley.
And it.
This year, get ready to step into a new era of Just Dance.
Oh, you guys were right with
Let's
Just
check
Dance.
out all the exciting surprises the team's been working on.
Boy, this is definitely an event. Definitely an event. I'd say as a show, this is probably as bad
Hello,
as
everyone.
yesterday's.
I'm Claire Bourgne, and I'm the senior producer on Just Dance.
We're still going.
And I am
all right.
Matthew Tompkinson, creative director.
Over the past decade, Just Dance has become a fan favorite around the world. Whether it offers you an instant mood boost, a sense of community, a creative outlet, or a way to stay active, dancing is a form of expression that speaks to everyone. With this in mind, our passionate team has been hard at work on the latest
God
installment
help
to
us.
bring you even more ways to dance.
This year, Just Dance offers a renewed experience with a new art direction,
So Assassin's
user
Creed 1
interface,
remake when?
and an optimized recommendation system that finds playlists and songs that fit your every mood. We also invite you to discover brand new characters and follow them
Mario
into
Rabbids is actually
immersive
pretty good.
stories
And so was Skull
across
and Bones.
rich
It was
visual and musical universes inspired by the latest hits and all-time classics.
The game is live at heart, and it will continue to evolve
It's
throughout
live
the year
at
with
heart,
new songs,
and that's why
new
it's a
game
live
modes,
service game.
season,
I get
and
it.
much more. There is always something exciting happening in Just Dance.
For starters, for the first
It's
time ever
live
in Just
at
Dance,
heart. Do you think that's
you
gonna
can
be a
enjoy
new
the
thing
new
people
online
say?
multiplayer experience that will allow you to dance with whoever you want, no matter where they are. With this feature, you can create private groups of up to 6 people for online dance sessions. Let's check out this new mode together. Here is the new homepage of Just Dance.
AC
where you can
Rift is
discover
also
all
live
the
at Heart. Yeah,
activities
exactly.
the game has to offer. Let's welcome our Just Dancers. Hello everyone. As you can see, you will be able to group with your friends, interact with them with our new sticker system, and pick the songs you want to party along. Okay, let's jump into the song If You Wanna Party.
Great. How does it know? Do you use what do you use? The Switch? But what do you use on console? On like on PS5 and Xbox? What would you use? I don't play them.
Great
so I
job,
wouldn't know.
everyone. Let's take a look at the scores. And the winner is Elena. Well done, Elena. The new score results screen features the new detailed
Oh, there's a
dancer
camera?
cards. Of course,
Your
you will be
phone,
able
maybe
to personalize
okay, so all
your
of you
own.
are not on the same page.
Thanks everyone for joining this session, the first one of many more to come. When you enter Just Dance, you will always have someone to play with.
Are they
as you
being
will
held
join
captive?
One united community gathered at the same place. We can't wait for
No.
you to get your hands on the game.
I don't think
We'll
they
leave
are.
you with the first glimpse of some of the amazing songs of this year
More
in the
songs,
Just Dance
stop.
2023 edition.
I wanted to earn a little money off of this. No, I still will. I just have to get rid of the audio. They're gonna set a record for how many copyright claims I can get, though. I know. I should have. I should.
Any excuse, huh?
I should have muted
It's
it.
called Just Dance for a reason. Personally, I can't wait to play with all my friends around the world. And yes, Neelam, I have friends around the world.
Anyway, Just Dance 2023 edition launches this holiday season, allowing you to finally dance with your friends wherever they are on the planet. As
They
you
did
might
let
know,
you do that.
15 years ago, we released a game that changed the world of video games.
Oh, here we go.
With Assassin's Creed, we introduced a new gaming universe capable of transporting you back to the Crusades, as Altair took assassinations to the next level. And now, thanks to you, 15 years later, the brand is more alive than ever.
Here we
This is
go.
why we created a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed to show you where the brand is going in the future. And we even have several surprises and announcements for you.
And now, who better to introduce a showcase like this than our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Oh, this is not gonna make people happy.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. I would like to congratulate all Ubisoft teams around the world for their tremendous work bringing this incredible
people do
game
not
to
like
life.
him.
And to all the players watching us, thank you for the passion you have for our games. Creating memorable and unique experiences is what drives us every day.
All right, let's do this.
Speaking of passion for games, we are celebrating 15 years since the first Assassin's Creed. Altair, Ezio, Arnaud, Bayek, Cassandra, Eivor, many of you have lived memorable moments with these characters, making history your playground, learning, challenging yourself, and most importantly, having fun. With your support, Assassin's Creed went beyond a collection of games. It helped shape the face of the video game industry and became an inspiration for players and developers around the world. And now, let's see what's next for this fantastic universe.
The music for Assassin's Creed is so good. Yeah, the music is phenomenal.
Are you ready for this?
Of course you are.
This is just the trailer
Come on,
still.
don't
We've
be
seen this
shy.
already.
Don't let a fancy suit impress you. Don't let 1,000 fancy suits impress you. Be the thorn in history's side. Choose the greatest enemies. The captain. Sorry, mate. The emperor.
It is a good trailer.
The
Because
boss
we've
is
seen
boss. And make even greater friends.
Decent work, Leonardo.
Don't just pick a fight. Start a revolution. Get the bigger picture. Go too far. Go too fast. Face the invisible.
Connor.
The impossible. The unspeakable. Welcome to the greatest playground. History.
It's a great trailer, but we've seen it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome along to the first ever Assassin's Creed showcase. It is time to leap into history. I'm Danny Wallace, here in our top secret hideout, where I'll be bringing you some sneak peeks, special guests, and sharing some very exciting updates on all things Assassin's Creed. You will not want to miss this. Today, I am joined by a true expert, Assassin's Creed's senior community developer, Ubisoft's own Alice Terrett. Welcome to the show. Alice, can you believe it's been 15 years?
Thank you so much, Danny. I cannot believe it's been 15 years.
It's a series very close to my heart because I'm in it. I'm lucky enough to voice Sean Hastings, who first appeared back in Assassin's Creed 2. Now, Sean sounds exactly like me, which may give you a clue as to the limits of my acting range. This year, we are celebrating 15 years since the release of the first Assassin's Creed.
It's been an amazing journey with our community that started back on the rooftops of the Holy Land. It has taken us to the Italian Renaissance, into the center of revolutionary wars, to ancient worlds, and to many incredible places in between. We've met unforgettable characters and been to breathtaking locations, allowing you to leap into history and relive pivotal moments from our past. It's been a phenomenal 15 years, and we are so glad that you came along for the ride.
Come on.
For the 15-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed, we want to truly celebrate with you, our community. We know that you've been dying to find out what's next for Assassin's Creed, and so...
Just on that point, it does sound a lot like you're about to announce a new game or something. And
I am about to announce a new game.
I just thought it'd be nice, seeing as I'm here.
So anyways, it's time to discover what we've been crafting in the shadows.
I hope you brought a trailer at least.
I have. Roll the trailer.
Sweet. All right, let's do it.
Basim Ebne's Haq. Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
Ready to sacrifice everything you held close?
I am.
Are you ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of shadows?
I am.
Wow.
Then, out of the dark, you will come into the light. And from the light, you will return to the dark. Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold.
Okay.
Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise
sweet.
the Brotherhood.
Okay, I mean, the combat has to be like this, right? Because the way they're showing it.
From this day forward, you are a hidden one.
I mean, it was incredible.
Well, will you look at that? Assassin's Creed Mirage, everybody. And here to tell us more, it is Ubisoft Bordeaux's narrative director, Sarah Beaulieu. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Sarah, we just had a little glimpse of Mirage. What can you tell us about this latest and very special Assassin's Creed adventure?
Well, indeed, it is special. We go back to the roots of the series. It's been 15 years, as you know, and we wanted to go back to the action-adventure game that you know, narrative-driven game. We've been focusing on stealth, parkour, and of course, assassinations.
Now, I've been playing a lot of Valhalla recently, and from watching that trailer, I couldn't help but notice Basim.
Yes, you're right. It's Basim. It's 20 years before Valhalla, so it's a young Basim that is going to be coming from a street thief to a master assassin.
Oh, fantastic. And so where does his kind of
Pictures look
adventure
good.
begin?
Well, it begins in Baghdad. It's the beautiful, magnificent, vibrant city of Baghdad that you're going to roam through the game. And it's a very dense city where you're going to meet a lot of different people.
That's amazing. I know our community is going to be very excited to explore Baghdad. So Sarah, what can you tell us that makes Mirage special to you specifically?
Well, to me, obviously, it's all about the story.
I know that there's cinematics,
we have a couple
guys.
of charismatic characters. Starting from Basim.
It's a good
so
start.
Basim is our lead character. We do have Russian that you spotted in the trailer. She's Basim's mentor. We also have a lot of historical characters, like in every Assassin's Creed, so political leaders, for example, but not just. We do have a couple of very, very interesting characters in there.
Well, what a setting and what history to get your teeth into, but we're obviously about exclusives here. Have you got any more?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Did you recognize the voice from the trailer?
I did, actually. Yes. Can I reveal it? Can I reveal the exclusive?
Yeah, if you know.
It was the Emmy-winning actress, wasn't it? Shorey Agdashlu.
It was.
It was.
Yeah, you got it right.
Good.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have her in the cast. She's going to be portraying Russian. So she's going to be the voice of Basim's mentor that you saw in the trailer, actually. And the whole team is very, very glad to have her on board.
She is fantastic.
Yeah,
Such a recognisable voice, which is why I recognised it, of course.
Well, and we were lucky enough to catch up with Shorey earlier, and she had this
really
very
would like
special
to see
message.
gameplay, please, but I don't think we're going to.
Hello, everyone. I am Shorey Agdashlu, and I'm thrilled to announce that I will be voicing Roshan, Basim's mentor in Assassin's Creed Mirage. When Ubisoft approached me to voice this character, I was immediately seduced by Roshan's strong personality and her backstory. She's a true warrior who fights for justice and protects her fellow hidden ones at all costs. She is loyal and honest, but keep her former self behind a shroud of mystery. And of course, the fact that she is a mature woman from Persian origins made her resonate even more with my own story and background. Playing such a character is a unique opportunity that I could not miss. I hope you will love her as much as I do. It's a real pleasure for me to collaborate with the Assassin's Creed brand and play one of the main characters in such an anticipated new game. I am wishing you all a happy AC 15th anniversary. Thank you all. Yours, sincerely, Shohei Ardoslu.
What a nice message.
Okay, that
what
was
a
very
recognizable voice as well, just instantly. And she seems thrilled to be part of this.
Yeah, I think she is, really.
That's good. A welcome addition to the Assassin's Creed world. So finally, obviously the question everyone wants to know, when can we get our hands on Mirage?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be available in 2023.
And if you pre-order now, you also get the exclusive 40 Thieves side quest. But it's not all. We also have a collector's case available for pre-order as well.
Why
it
are they
includes
doing
a
it like
Basim
this?
and other exclusive surprises that you will love. Thank you, Sarah, for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Yes, it looks fantastic. Right. We'll be dropping more exclusive news from the world of Assassin's Creed very shortly. But first, we wanted to celebrate the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed
would you,
with you.
not
Let's
show
remind ourselves of
gameplay,
some of the
not
highlights
even
and, of
give
course,
a
the impact
window
of
besides a
this
year,
groundbreaking
but
series.
have a collector's edition with a statue and tell you can pre-order it today? Why would you do that?
From the light.
That's why you should never pre-order things.
Are you prepared to travel the Eagle's path?
Welcome aboard.
That is
Prizes, wonder, and
atrocious.
adventure ahead.
We are all different, but our creed will unify us.
We've been listening to your feedback. They listen only on Skull and Bones.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me.
I mean, this is great. In terms of what they're doing here, this is great, but
We are the stories we live, the tales we tell
Black
ourselves.
Flag's water is 10 out of 10, really. I'll be the
Gentlemen,
judge of that.
As is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own.
And look, I'll get the game. Like, I'm
collective
sure Mirage
madness.
will be fine. It's not against the quality of it at all.
From
I'm
darkness
sure it
we
could be
have
good.
come, and in darkness
But you
we shall
don't
stay.
do that. Is atrocious.
We are the hidden ones.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. They never change.
Or it may be bad, and you're still pre-ordering it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Well, look, Assassin's Creed can mean something to you that you can tear up. I believe that. There's nothing wrong, I think,
Well,
with
so
that.
many memories there. Makes me want to jump back in and just play through the whole series again.
Well, Danny, to continue the celebrations, we also have a new documentary out today, which gives a behind-the-scenes look at the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed. Let's take a sneak peek.
I do like documentaries about games, so.
For me, Assassin's Creed represents my whole video game in the career. It's really like where I learned my job, where I grew in my job.
That was really the game that showed to me, hey, you gotta step it up, but like you gotta move on from the PS2, and I fell in love ever since.
Joe
Moi,
Raptor.
dans l'univers du jeu vidéo, Assassin's Creed reste une licence extrêmement importante.
Assassin's Creed, especially in those early days, showing people what could be done in this kind of broad open space.
Just like climbing up things and just looking at this world and being like, oh wow, I've never done this in a video game before.
We're always looking for the next Assassin's Creed. No matter which one is your favorite, you'll always be tied to it because of just how connected they've kept you from the beginning.
It's not just a game, it has a philosophy behind it.
It's a universe. It's not just a single setting in a single time, but it's different settings at different times. It's like a narrative
I mean,
universe
Assassin's Creed is
that,
very special.
comes
If you
to life.
cry because of the emotion, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with it at all. And I like this kind of stuff. This stuff is sweet. I'm just very mad about that pre-ordering thing.
Well, that looks worth a watch to me. Where can we see it? Is it somewhere on the internet?
Yes, it will be on the internet. You can catch it on the Ubisoft and GTV YouTube channels, but don't go anywhere just yet.
No. So, back to business, and I've just finished the Dawn of Ragnarok expansion for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I had a great
DLC.
time, but I would like some more.
Yep, that's one of our most ambitious expansions to date. But Danny, if you want more, I've got great news, as we have more content coming to Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Hello everyone, I'm Gareth Glover, Game Director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla's post-launch. Since launch, we've continued to create new and exciting content for our community to enjoy. We've already released new game modes and activities into the world of Valhalla, such as River Raids, Tombs of the Fallen, Mastery Challenges, and more recently, the roguelite Forgotten Saga. Today, I'm excited to announce that in a few months' time, we will also be launching the last chapter. So let's take an exclusive first look.
I have nothing to say about this because I haven't played Valhalla or the DLC. So. Cool.
I feel you close. An uproar of memories stretching far into the past. I have done all I can for my people. It is time to say goodbye and set forth for distant shores and new adventures.
Fascinating. Eivor grapples with Odin's memories in a way unfamiliar to me. Where will his new conflict take you, I wonder?
I'll have to try Odyssey and Valhalla because I played Origins. I like Origins, but I've never played these two. The Last Chapter. Interesting name.
The Last Chapter is a free quest arc which nicely ties up some of the storylines established throughout the game. We'll see Eivor reunite with some key characters, including some influential historical ones. We can't wait for you to experience it. Back to you, Danny and Alice.
Well, first I want to do the Black Flag through Syndicate
Danny,
era. I want to do
are
that
you ready
first.
for some more exclusives?
No, I'm not. No, I'm a little overwhelmed already, but please go on.
Okay, well, our next guest can do just that. He's no stranger to the Assassin's Creed family with a list of credits, including creative director of Assassin's Creed Syndicate and producer of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm, of course, talking about Marc Alexis Cote. Mac, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Alice. It's great to be here, and I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. So let's start with our community. Can you tell us what makes Assassin's Creed so beloved by our global community?
Well, at Ubisoft, our mission as a company, as expressed by Eve, is to enrich the lives of players. On Assassin's Creed, we have a very clear take on that mission. We want history to be everybody's playground as we immerse players into the richness of our shared past. What makes AC different, though, is this kind of unique mix between historical accuracy and contemporary codes like the Animus. And when you put all that together, it gives you the chance to embody iconic characters, to live powerful fantasies, all the while immersed in intriguing historical settings.
It's amazing. So how will Assassin's Creed evolve in the coming years?
Well, we're going to double down on our passion for history as we explore the past with courage. We strongly believe that history can be the most powerful and eye-opening source of entertainment. And our teams believe that history can help us better understand the world that we live in, as so many elements from the past still resonate with our present. But don't worry, we're going to keep telling grand epic stories so that viewers and players alike can feel the vertigo that only human history can bring.
Vertigo? Don't give me vertigo.
I love the way you talk about history and about using history as a playground. What an incredible thing to be able to use history in this way. But what does this mean for fans going forward?
Well, we want our passion for history to fuel the expansion of the
Here we
franchise
go.
into new territories. So I'm very happy to announce today our very first open world Assassin's Creed game for mobile. It will feature all the iconic Assassin's Creed gameplay, but optimized for an experience on touch controls. and I just can't wait to tell you more about the story and the setting.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
I'm not gonna speak anymore. I'm not gonna give predictions. I'm not gonna get excited anymore. Just show me the Japan one at this point. Well, I could easily make these I can make these presentations if you want me to do it how they would do it and then how I would do it. I could make either or. You know what I mean? I've seen enough of them. It's gonna be pretty solid too, you know that, right? And then it's gonna have the, you know, microtransaction stuff, but Codename Jade,
well, look
soon to mobile.
at that. A brand new Assassin's Creed game set in China. It looks amazing. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about the features?
Well, for the first time in our open world games, you can create your own character. You'll get the chance to do things like parkour atop the Great Wall of China, sneak through bustling cities, engage in intense combat, and discover the secrets of vastness of ancient China.
Well, that leads me to my next question. So, Mac, many of us know that a Netflix show is in development, and the community would like to know more. What else can you tell us?
Well, it's still early in development, but I can confirm that we are co-developing the Netflix series with Ubisoft Film and Television, Netflix, obviously, and an insanely talented showrunner, Jeb Stewart. It's going to be an epic, genre-bending, live-action adaptation of our video game series. But that's not the only thing we have in development with Netflix. We also have a new mobile game in development for their platform.
Please stop.
Wow.
Please stop while you were ahead.
Netflix. And just out of interest, there's no reason for me to ask this. This is just curious. A lot of people probably want to know who is the casting director for that.
Well, why do you want to know?
No, I'm just a lot of people have been tweeting in about that.
Well, we'll put his name on screen.
I'll talk to you after about that. In the meantime, let's take a look at the wider world of Assassin's Creed.
The show could be fine. Ooh, this would be fun. And I'm not kidding. That symphony thing would probably be pretty sweet. Yeah, I'll be watching the show. I mean, no shame. No shame, I'll be... Webtoon sequel for Black Flag.
Well, the wider world of Assassin's Creed there. And look, we've had a lot of surprises today. I think that's fair to say. But in the grand tradition of surprises, Mac, I think you might have saved the biggest one for last.
Well, Danny, that's right. Believe it or not, I've got more things to show to you. So how about we take a leap of faith into the future together?
Let's take a look.
Here we go. Infinity/Rift. Yep. Oh, yes, please.
Well, I think that's what you call big news, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there that I think, from your point of view, certainly the community, the fans have been asking for a long time. So, Mac, tell us more.
Well, this is codename Red, our next premium flagship title and the future of our open world RPG games on Assassin's Creed. It is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the studio behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey, under the creative direction of Jonathan Dumont. It will let players explore one of their most awaited settings ever on the franchise, feudal Japan, and they'll live a very powerful shinobi fantasy.
I mean, people have been waiting for this for a long time, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Well, they certainly have, and now you brought it to them.
It's amazing.
Which is good, and you're slightly cruel in that you're teasing me with it. I very much want that. You mentioned some of the other studios. What's Montreal up to right now?
Well, we have our veteran team behind Assassin's Creed Valhalla in Montreal, the birthplace of Assassin's Creed, who's been hard at work on a new flagship title as well. It is being led by creative director Clint Hawking, and is a very different type of Assassin's Creed game.
This is the witch hunt.
And I believe you may have brought us something that we can watch now. Yes, here it is.
Oh boy. I'm into the Japan one. I don't really have an issue with it. I don't know what other people are saying in the comments.
Well, the surprises just keep on coming. What can you tell us about this project?
Well, this is codename Hexe, and I can't wait for our fans to tear apart that trailer and find out all its secrets.
That's not how I saw it pronounced online.
Yeah, absolutely, and work out the code name. You guys have always got code names for stuff. There was it a year ago? There was codename Infinity. Where are you with that?
Well, that's a great question, Danny, and I'm happy to give you a little bit more about Project Infinity today. Infinity is not a game per se. It's going to be the single entry point for our fans into the Assassin's Creed franchise into the future.
So are you saying that players will be able to explore their very own animus, kind of like a time machine?
Exactly, Alice. Infinity is going to be a hub that will unite all our different experiences and our players together in meaningful ways.
So, obviously that begs the question, if you're connecting players and there's more than one player, a lot of people will be thinking, are we talking multiplayer?
Well, Danny, it seems we can't hide anything from you.
You can't.
So we're actually investigating how we will bring back standalone multiplayer experiences into the Assassin's Creed universe, all connected to the Infinity Hub.
All right.
Well, it sounds extraordinary. You must have a nap at some point because you've all been very, very busy. So thanks, Mac. Some major new developments.
I like the
there.
multiplayer in the Brotherhood Revelations, that era.
Thank you for joining us today and sharing all this incredibly exciting news.
Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Alice. It's been a pleasure to be here and to be finally able to share all these great things that we have coming for our fans.
So, to sum up, there are a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Let's remind ourselves of everything you can expect from now onwards.
Show me Mirage.
This year, we will see the release of the last chapter to Eivor's story in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Then in 2023, we'll see the release of the next big title, Assassin's Creed Mirage, set in Baghdad and following the story of Basim from street thief to master assassin.
Then it's time for the long-awaited setting of feudal Japan with Assassin's Creed codename Red. And as Mac announced, there will also be a very different type of experience with Assassin's Creed codename Hexe.
And in the coming years, we'll see the launch of the new platform, Assassin's Creed Infinity, connecting players to the games in a whole new way.
But that's not all. We'll also see the launch of our first open-world game for mobile with Assassin's Creed codename Jade. And of course, the release of our live-action series in partnership with Netflix.
So, loads to come. But that, my friends, I'm afraid, is all we have time for today in this very special Assassin's Creed Anniversary Showcase. Now, before I get too comfortable in our hideout, end up slipping into my Ezio cosplay as normal, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today and making this first ever showcase so special. Plus, of course, a big thank you to our guests. And I shouldn't do this, Alice, but, you know, in the spirit of wrapping up, what's the one thing you're most looking forward to?
That's a very tricky question. We've seen so many amazing things. I'm going to pick a few.
Okay.
I will choose Mirage, the Netflix series, and also Feudal Japan. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Great. And for all of you at home, remember that you can pre-order Mirage now. In the meantime, you can jump back into Valhalla to prepare for Eivor's last chapter.
Which is exactly, Alice, what I'm going to do while we pass back to Ubisoft Forward. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Neil, that was one hell of a show.
You can say that again.
That was one hell of a show.
Well, that does it for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. We hope you enjoyed it. Yusuf, what are you looking forward to playing?
You know, we covered so many great games today. Can't wait to play them all.
Well, if you need a reminder of all the upcoming games featured today, head to our website at ubisoft.com. And remember to grab that free month of Ubisoft Plus. You won't want to miss it.
Where are you
Thank
guys
you all
seeing
for watching
the
Around the
October
Globe.
thing?
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Well. Oh, it's just a guess. You're just guessing. Well, that was... Oops. That was an event. I guess I just paused it there. Oh, boy. Well, give me your rating. And, you know, I'll make a video soon. And, wow. Well, that was definitely an event. I don't know. Look. Okay. I am a pretty level-headed individual, I think, for most things. I don't blindly hate Ubisoft. I get the workplace culture. We talked about that earlier. But that was not a great event. Even with the Assassin's Creed stuff, Mirage being the biggest, the trailer was excellent. But when you don't show any gameplay, how are you supposed to know if it's going to be, And then you also have pre-orders available with the collector's edition. Why would you ever think to do that? I think there is some blind hate. I think there's general blind hate. But that was not a great show. I'd probably give it like a... What did I give the Disney Marvel one? Disney Marvel, if I gave like a 3, I'd have to give this one like a 4. Because Assassin's Creed was solid, but it wasn't 4 out of 10, D+. Yeah, I think 4. I think 4 is kind of fair. Yeah, well, that was definitely an event. All right, guys. Well, we'll talk about the Iron Man. We'll talk about the Iron Man Marvel game over the coming day or two on the channel. We'll talk about Assassin's Creed maybe in its own video and go from there. All right. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. We'll probably be live again on the channel this upcoming Friday just for like a chill out, hanging out stream. And we'll see what happens next. I definitely want to do Gotham Knights exclusive streams very soon. But we'll figure out how all that stuff works. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you all on the next video.